for a day or two? Corey?
Yeah, you're right. We are live.
Okay, so I gotta go find thing there. Okay. Oh, pop out. Oh, crap. That screen ain't ready again. Damn it. I hit the like button. Oh, I gotta go. I hate. I took my other computer into the computer shop, eh?
Did you? Hey, Corey was first again.
I was just saying that Corey, we haven't heard from him for a day or two.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I think be back getting kids from daycare. Okay, Corey, we'll look for you.
How's it going?
Hey, Justin, how are you?
Good, good. I see you didn't go live this morning.
Yeah.
What? Who?
Paul.
Yeah, we were live, but we were off by 10 o'clock.
Oh, were you? Because it didn't even show that you went live this morning. I checked.
Yeah, we were live for about a half hour.
It wasn't very long.
Oh, what the hell?
There was nobody showed up. That's what the hell happened.
Yeah, because I got up. You must have got off right after I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you go to your home page, it doesn't show it.
No?
Really?
No, the last one it shows was from 22 hours ago.
Oh, shit.
So it didn't even register. Like that's what I said. It didn't even show that you had went live. It's weird.
Yeah, we were live. We were talking to people. People in the chat.
Huh. Yeah, it's like shows the last 5 videos you put up and then that one from last night. Let me go to past live stream, see if it pops up. Yep.
Hmm.
Doesn't even pop up under your.
Really?
Oh, wait, there it is. I had to actually like change the
Change the setting?
Yeah, change the search settings just to find it. It doesn't even pop up on your video playlist.
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird. That must have been why I didn't see it this morning. You must have got off right before I was gonna come on because I jumped on at 10 o'clock and I didn't see you guys. So how'd your bus thing go last night?
Well, it was just a sign up, give them all your banking information, and you do want to copy your driver's license, all that shit. That's all that was about.
They didn't give you any other info? You think they would have had like a presentation for you guys and all that to come in and sit down for a couple hours and explain everything and then have you do the paperwork?
Yeah, you would think so.
So, Justin, you feeling a little better?
Oh yeah.
Good. It's not a lot of fun when you're not feeling 100%,
Yeah, I'm just getting all this stuff packed up here at the house.
Well, if that was supper, that's it, I guess. Have to have dessert for a little while.
There you go.
I mean, I'll have to feed the kids.
Is it ice cream tonight for dessert?
Oh, probably. Oh, I met that Diana down there today. There's a pie and a full loaf of stuff on that thing there. I don't know if that's for me or what. I can't see her leaving it there for 2 weeks.
Hey, Justin, did you get the email I sent you?
Email. Hold on. Let's see here. Get out of there. Hold on. You pull up my email real
Oh,
quick.
Paul, I gotta. Yeah, definitely might. Geez, I might be. No, Thursday. Oh,
Did you send it to my new email?
I don't know if I have your new email or not.
Droner Gaming
I
863.
didn't. 1 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Ooh, 12:21. 2% chance of rain. 300 feet.
Oh, I'll put it in the
51.
private chat.
800-foot cloud base.
You probably
Wow.
sent it to my old one. I'll put my new one in the private chat that I did a
Okay.
month or so ago.
I'm trying to find what I sent you.
We got a aerial to do, Paul.
What's that?
Got an aerial.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you must have sent it to my old one because I don't have nothing from you.
Get the
there.
money, you know what I mean?
What's up, Corey? Looks like there's a tropical disturbance in the Gulf right now. Right off the coast of Mexico City. Or wherever. Right down there by the hook of Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple of them. There's one on each side. Okay, so I guess
Excuse me.
with the weather patterns that are going on right now, they don't expect it to do anything, so that's good. What's up, Laura? Did you get that in the private chat, Paul?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Laura. I thought you were on holidays. Or did you just come back to harass David?
She was on the live yesterday. I think she's just coming on from wherever she's at.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you guys cleaned that plate off, did you? So that means I got to feed you guys sometime next year.
I would like to go traveling around where Laura and David live.
Mm.
Check out some sites. There's a lot more older and historical sites overseas than there are over here because they're a lot older. Their countries. There was one house over in England. I don't remember the name of it, but this house was 900 years old and actually made it through World War I and World War II without any damage. But I can't remember what the name of it. It was a big ass mansion. But it was 900 years old when I watched this thing. It was a few years back when I saw it, but. Oh, you be quiet, Laura. Did you go to your sent messages, Paul?
Okay, here. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay. Screen share. Optimize. I found this on Marketplace.
What is that, a Mavic 3?
Mavic 3 mystery box. Everyone will get a drone. $47 in
Oh, bullshit.
And look at it, shows it in the box, it shows it there, it shows it there, and it shows with filters, shows what's in there, and it shows all of these drones. I'll send a drone for everyone for the price. Hurry up, get yours now.
Yeah, right. He'll never
The
get that
list
$50
below,
back.
you may get either a DJI Mavic 3 Fly More combo, a DJI Mini 2 Fly More combo. He got 4 of those, 5 DJI Air 2S's, 1 DJI Mavic Air 2, 5, I don't know what, 4 DRC V20 ELF, and 10 Oasis Air 2. Inbox me if you want to know anything else.
Yeah, right. Dude, you'd have to be
Okay.
dumb to fall for that.
Well, I sent a message to her.
You're just curious to see what the response was.
Yep. And what I got was, let me see if it shows up here. Okay, here's my message back.
Yeah, report that as a scam. That's totally a scam.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Okay, here's what I wrote.
You may get,
I wrote, I'm interested only in the DJI Mavic 3 Pro with it listed and with the Fly More combo as pictured. And that was it. And at 1:52, she says, no, it's not available. That's
You
it.
know why? Because they're probably gonna send you some little cheap ass like $10 drone off Amazon. $10 or $20 drone. And they're gonna say, well, it was a mystery box. You didn't know what you were getting. Or they'd send you something else.
Cracked me up.
That's such a scam. Tell me you're gonna give me a $3,000 to $6,000 drone for $50. Get the hell out of here.
if I took that picture off a DJI website, like, whoever sells them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Either that or it was somebody's actual store like Kendono or somebody like that, right?
Yeah.
Like a display.
Little
picture or
Amalora
something.
says, don't fall for it. It's a load of poo.
Well, that's what gets me, right? Is like Facebook allows these ads and they'll straight out steal ad footage from companies
Yeah.
and Facebook allows them to run them. It's like, why can't their algorithm catch that just like me using a video from somebody else's channel
You're
on
exactly
YouTube?
right. They should be able to catch them. Yep.
Because I'll tell you what, Facebook's algorithm works better than YouTube's when it comes to catching shit.
Yep.
Like, if I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube and just say a set of boobs happens to flash on the screen, YouTube won't do anything about it, but Facebook will catch it in 2 seconds and flag my video as nudity
Who the hell
and
is that?
kick my video right off of their website.
Yep.
Same with music. They'll mute your videos if
don't
you're
start
using
again.
copyrighted music, and they catch it quick too. I swear Facebook's so scammy. That's why I don't even like using, like, I don't mind selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace locally for pickup only, but I'm not shipping nothing to nobody.
Right.
Like if I know you, like if you or Paul wanted to buy something from me and I had it, yeah, I wouldn't mind shipping it and selling it to you, but I'm not shipping to somebody I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't even like using eBay like that. It's just too much crap going on out there. I don't trust people. I'm not going to send $1,000 item off to somebody hoping that they don't scam me.
Yeah, the scammers are definitely out there. That's for sure.
And it's hard to get, even when you do local pickup only, you still get 100 scammers messaging you. Will you ship? No, it's literally says in the listing, I'm not shipping nothing.
Not shipping. Local pickup only.
And then some people don't put the proper radius when they're doing, when they're looking stuff up. You can set how many miles of radius from your
yep.
location. And they'll put like 200 miles and then they'll ask you, well, where you at? Winter Haven? Oh, I'm 3 hours away. Well, why are you looking up stuff in Winter Haven then? If you're too far away to come get it. What's up, Tim?
Mr. Tim. Hi, hey.
Tim Jackson.
Mr. Tim. I think we had a cold front that went through, Paul. It was really windy. It's it's still windy, but it's calmed down from what it was. It was gusty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got calling for high winds here tomorrow. So,
And you know what, Paul? Sarah or me didn't get a notification for your live show this morning because she'll usually remind me if
we
I don't see
forgot to
it.
put it out, I think, this morning.
No, but YouTube didn't give no notifications.
Oh,
Because Sarah usually will come to me and say, "Hey, Paul's live," if I'm not on my
Yeah.
phone or something and I
yeah.
don't see it. But she even said she didn't get a notification, and I just checked mine. I didn't get one either. I wonder
Well,
if that's why nobody showed up. Maybe your
YouTube
live
was
show.
acting kind of strange this morning, wasn't it, Paul?
Yeah, it was actually, yeah.
What's up, David? Yeah, I'm wondering if that's why nobody showed up. Maybe people weren't getting the notifications.
Could be.
Because like
Could
I
be.
said, I went.
We sat on here for a half an hour and it was just Paul and I.
Like I said, I went to your homepage. Even just now, I went to your homepage and I literally had to put a specific search in just to find your live show from this morning. It doesn't even come up on your homepage.
Hey Z, how you doing? Case I missed you.
No, my camera's packed up, Tim. That's why I don't have a camera.
Hey, there's AD. All right, yeah.
Yep.
Anything from hotel there, AD? Dave? Well, if there was, he would have texted me. So.
Not unless its name is Tim. No, like I literally have only the basic shit hooked up to my computer right now. Everything else is packed up.
Are you moving?
Yeah.
Oh, you finally decided to move.
Yeah, it's just this fucking area is getting too expensive, so we found some other places a little farther away, but we're gonna stay with Sarah's mom for a little while. I don't know how long, hopefully not more than a month, so.
How are the critters gonna get along with Sarah's mom?
Oh, they're fine. As they all pretty much lived when her mom was staying with us.
Oh, okay.
Well, Bo and the other two are new to her, but she's fine with them.
So when are you leaving? The end of the month or before?
This weekend.
This weekend.
Weekend? Holy shit.
We already got everything pretty much packed up. We're just, we got a storage unit to put all our big stuff in for right now. And then, Sarah's mom, we're gonna start moving some stuff over to her house probably tomorrow. And then I gotta go back to work Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll be moving got some people coming over to help.
There you go.
Wow.
Just got a little small U-Haul truck. Not to mention, it's just this neighborhood is getting more expensive, but it seems like there's, I don't know, this like lower class of people moving in here. And the neighborhood's just going to shit in a handbasket real quick. Like you got a lot of really badass kids running around trashing people's front yards and
Oh, that's not
all
good.
kinds of problems, and people riding dirt bikes up and down the sidewalks at 60 miles an hour and all kinds of stupid shit. It's just getting really bad over here. So I just wanna, as another reason, so.
So the landlord, they give you the deposit back or?
No, because it was agreement that they could keep it if we broke the lease, so. Yeah, Tim, I should be able to, I should have everything set up over there pretty quick. Cause her house is only a few miles away, so we're just gonna load everything. I'm gonna, I can have my whole setup back up.
Now,
in
how's her
like about an
Wi-Fi?
hour. She's getting 500 megs up and down at her
Oh,
house.
okay. Then that's not a
So-
problem.
But she wanted to upgrade it anyway, so she asked what I had and I told her, and she went ahead and called today and had the 2 gig put in
Oh, okay.
because she wants the fastest they have too, so. I'll have the same internet over there and then ours will just be on hold until we get into a house. So. Cause we own the equipment, so we just have to take it with us and then
Yeah.
at the new house, they'll come in and install it. Yeah, Tim, I should be set up this weekend. It won't take me but about an hour, maybe 2 hours to get all my shit set back up, so.
Oh, yeah, yeah, one too. Right, that was kind of sudden, wasn't it? Or you've been doing it, planning it for a while?
No, it was kind of just last minute, like, we started talking about it last week and
Yeah, I remember hearing you talk about moving and I didn't know if it was, that fast. That's kind of surprised me.
well, I hadn't really talked to a whole lot of people about it, so and then I was talking about it when I was live streaming the other night. I was the only one on. There was a couple people in the chat on, what was it, Monday night?
Hey, Paul, see the chat? AD got his little drone just came in.
Oh,
Oh, you should take a picture and send it to us so we can see what it looks like.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy. That sounds cool.
You can send it. Yeah, take a picture and send it to me, AZ. I can pop it up here on the screen. Just send it to me through Messenger. So
What drone is it now? Everybody
That's
keeps
the little
talking-
one was like $80 or whatever, like Frank the Tank
I'm trying.
showed us one
Does
day
anybody know
on.
the actual name of it though?
I don't remember the name. Do you, Paul?
no, I don't. No.
Cause everybody keeps talking about this little drone, but nobody's actually said the name of it. I just wanna see what it looks like.
Yeah, well, they Frank put it on the channel, and he put the link in there so you could go and look at them. There was several different models. There was one was like 49, one was 89, because the more you wanted it to do. In other words, like if you wanted the gimbal to go up and down, I think the one that Frank bought, you set the gimbal.
You gotta set the angle.
Do you say it's Unlimited Vertical said it's the baby ape?
Might be.
No, I don't know. Is that it? It's not FPV, is it?
No, no.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think-
cause
I think the drone fits in between the sticks, don't it? On the controller, it's just a little tiny thing, isn't it?
No, it's
Oh,
actually
no.
the controller. The drone sits inside the controller with a cover on it.
Oh, yeah, no, okay.
what is it like kinda high end for what it is or what? Is that why everybody's
Well,
freaking over it
yeah,
or
but,
what?
you spend that much money to go out to dinner. There it is.
But there
Oh,
you
wow. And it comes with like a smart type controller?
go.
Or
Guess.
no, oh wait, no, never mind. That's like a lid, okay. It
Well, no, but
folds
look
up.
underneath it. That's the
Yeah, it's
controller
almost got a screen there almost.
screen on it.
Unless your phone fits in there in
No,
between.
I think it folds up into the middle of the controller.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah, I
that's a
think
l-
it goes right into the middle, doesn't it? The
that's a
drone?
l- Yeah, cause that's a lid that's sitting up.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
You just put a link in the chat board there, Justin.
I wonder if it's any good. It says it's 4K.
Yeah, let me see. Let me open this up here. Boo, do, 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 do. Yeah, this way. Yeah, you can see the drone goes in the carrier itself. Like you look right here, the drone folds up and goes right into the middle of the controller.
And then it looks like it's only maybe a 1-axis gimbal. It just rotates.
Well, it depends which model you get, I think.
Yeah, there's different models, different prices.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, there it is. There's one that folds up like what we're used to.
It says that you have an order to get here by November the 7th.
Now, David, does it feel? It is a cheap shit, Justin. I was about to just ask him does it feel cheap or does it feel pretty decent for the size?
But this one here says 23 to 51 to 38.21 US. But see this one here, 3-side optical, 4K, dual camera. Okay.
you-
See, they're different ones, right?
You're
Yeah.
not kidding, Corey. That's so true. They'll tell you, oh, it's 4K and it's actually like 480.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Corey ain't lying about it. Oh, so it's a fixed camera, so you have to manually move it up and down.
Yeah.
before you fly. Oh. It'd be cool if it was at least.
But I thought they had a model, didn't they, Paul, that we had the gimbal up and down?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, what do you expect for $80?
I mean, it's cool looking and everything, but
It's got obstacle avoidance on 3 sides, it says.
yeah, I don't know how well that would work though. At that price, I don't
Got
know.
downward sensor.
If it
Those
does,
all those budget entry drones, though, every time you go fly, you got to do the fucking dance and connect and all that shit, through apps. And
well, and I'd almost bet if those sensors actually do work, it's probably got to be really close to hitting something like
Got a
just inches.
50x zoom on it.
Oh, there ain't no way in hell. I guarantee half these features are bullshit. As
why?
David
Yeah,
says,
they got 50 times zoom on it, but you can't make out what it is.
yeah, David says not even 480, I don't think. That must be a really bad picture.
Be something just to frig around with, I guess. Give it to a kid or something,
Well, David will give us his take on it, I'm sure.
He'll give you his honest opinion, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, Corey, David says it's cheap looking plastic, not even worth $5.
Yeah.
Unlimited Vertical said 1 pixel fills the screen. Oh yeah, because I'm sure there's no video stabilization on it. I'm sure it's.
Oh no, it'd be nothing.
And Corey's completely right about that though. There's a lot of drones even on Amazon that are listed as 4K, but you'll get them and you're lucky if they're 720p.
Yeah.
They just look really, really bad on the picture quality.
Mm.
That's why I tell people, man, if you're gonna spend $200-300, just get the Mini SE. Screw those Amazon drones. Because you can get a way better drone in that price range. It's actually gonna look good.
The Ogoma Buffalo.
Yep.
David said, just imagine, Justin, that RC takes 2 AA batteries.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool though if DJI came out with a small little budget drone like that, because it'd be at least some decent quality. Come out with like a little 128, 140 gram drone
Mm.
with a decent little, camera on it and everything at like 1080p maybe. Because that's what I said. I would have loved to see him redo a Tello size drone. Because I know they'd kill the toy market if they did that. As far as the toy drones go, they'd kill it in sales. Put a nice 1080 60 or 1080 30 camera on there with some good video stabilization. Because even the Tello is not bad for what it is. I mean, for $100 price range.
Well, the cheap ass drone that I got that got me into drones. So,
What, the Tello?
well, no, it was just a Walmart drone or whatever. Couldn't control the freaking thing. I had that headless mode and, go with the wind or whatever, right?
The only one I see at Walmart that they have that's actual DJI is the Mini SE. All the rest of them are just
Hey, Mr. Giggles.
What's up?
TJ.
Yeah, that's that little drone that I had. Well, the drone I had, first one that got me into it. I think it was Gracie. I think thought it was really good flavored or something because she started chewing on it.
There you go, TJ.
Oh, hey!
That's Mr.
Yeah.
Giggles. He does a TV show. It's called Mr. Giggles.
She's like, what? Look at her face. She's like, what?
She's making a funny face going, what? What?
What's wrong with that guy?
Is that the woodpecker? No, that's Mr. Giggles.
Right
Don't
there.
worry. He doesn't bite. He just laughs a lot.
So what's your name?
Dallas.
Dallas. Are you from Texas, Dallas?
No.
Oh.
Hey, Paul, look how rough the water is there in the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, it is.
DJ, I saw your video of you fixing that Buddha. What'd you do? Drop it?
Yeah, I don't know what. I think the lawn guys were out there and they were maybe weed whacking and they like cut his head off and then I think
And they didn't even bother to tell you?
No,
broke it?
they didn't know. I walked out there one day. I was like, "What the hell?" And so I think then his face fell apart too. I think I have no idea what the hell.
Yeah, you
happened
can change it. Let's see.
Man, when you're fixing stuff like that with that super glue, you gotta be quick though, cause that
Yeah,
shit dries fast.
Yeah,
But it will fix stuff like that really quick, but you gotta be quick about it, get it lined up and pressed in there.
Nice.
yeah. Yeah,
No, didn't do
after I put it together, I put more like on the outside so it held well together.
No.
You don't even really, I mean, honestly, on like ceramics,
Right.
you don't even have to be that generous with super glue. That
I think
shit's
that's
like,
the new ghost.
it holds it really well together.
Yeah.
So you're not working today, right?
No,
PJ?
no, I'm off. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Friday.
Oh.
3 days off.
Well, you're not keeping track of all the thefts going on.
No,
You guys have that bad problem there?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I've seen 3 of them so far since I've been there.
They just pick stuff up and walk out with it.
Because they
Yeah.
know he can't do anything because these corporations tell the employees you can't do anything about it. All you can do is just sit there and watch them and maybe call the
Yeah.
cops. But by the time the
What's-
cops get there, they're
There
gone.
was-
Get yourself one of those air horns, with the canister.
Oh yeah.
And when they go to go out, you go back.
Scare the living hell out of them. Dude, I used to see people steal shit in Walmart all the time. and couldn't do nothing about it.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Go buy an air horn and then just scare them with it and they drop the shit all
Yeah.
over the place. That would be funny.
Just like when they used to tell us in Walmart, you can tell people aren't allowed to bring their dogs in unless they have a service vest, but you're not allowed to tell them
Yeah,
to take their
people
dogs
do
out
that
of there.
shit too. Like one time I was working in the liquor store and there was this dog like just freely just like roaming around. And I thought it was this black guy. So I was like, "Hey, is that your dog?" He's like, no, no, no. And so like it was this lady and the thing was just sniffing around. All of a sudden this damn dog lifted his leg and pissed right on the guy behind her.
Oh, dude, they used to drop deuces in the middle of Walmart all the time.
Oh my
People would just
God.
leave it and walk off.
Oh my God.
But that's the thing is like too, is a lot of people lie about their dogs being service animals. Like you can tell a real service
Yeah.
animal.
Yep.
They're very disciplined. They don't pay attention to nothing but their owner. But then you'll
Yeah.
see people come in, they'll buy these service vest dogs off
Right.
Amazon
Yeah.
or these
When it's
vests.
not really meant for that. It's
Well,
like,
it was on the news. It was on the news here the other day. Somebody was in, I think it was a Walmart or was it there isn't Kmart's anymore, or was it
Probably a
Sam's?
Target.
Anyway, they had a duck with a service vest on it.
Yeah.
Like really?
It's their comfort thing,
Oh,
yeah,
get the hell
their
outta here.
emotional support.
Yeah, emotional support duck. Whack.
Oh God.
But that's the thing is like,
No.
you'll see these people come in with these so-called service animals and their dogs all over the place. They're trying to sniff everybody, trying to pull shit off the shelves. And it's like, that's not a real service dog because they're not trained that way.
They're not trained like that. No.
You can totally tell the difference between a real service animal and a fake one.
Yep,
so
they
easy
stay
to
right
spot.
next to the owner and they don't leave, they don't do anything.
Well, they don't pay attention to nobody around them at
Yeah.
all. And their owner will be super strict too. They'll tell you, don't pet the dog, don't
Yep.
show
Yeah.
the dog any attention. Like you're not
Yeah,
supposed to mess
I
with
see
it.
that too. I'm like, oh, look at the dog. I bet it's emotional support animal.
Yeah, but there's a difference between a service animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
AZ's
medical.
wife takes her dog to Walmart.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing is they would tell us back like 4 or 5 years ago when they first
Well,
started
the
this policy,
Nightbot's working.
they would tell us,
There we go. Nightbot, there, got it.
Nightbot.
yeah, they would tell us you're not allowed to bring people in. Or people can't bring their dogs in, but you're not allowed to tell them to take their dogs out. It's like, well, why the hell are you even telling us? Like, it's so annoying when a company tells you you have to enforce a rule, but then you can't enforce it at the same time. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm sure Walgreens is the same way when it comes to people shoplifting and shit. I'm sure you're not allowed to intervene.
Well, there's a couple. There's this one lady that brings her dog in the liquor store, and she's literally holding the thing in her arms. And like sometimes they'll just they're like the little shit dogs, like a little Shih Tzu or like a little poodle or whatever, like little shits. And they just have them on the leash with no vest on it or anything, just a collar, and that's it. But yeah, it's crazy. Like,
I don't think you can, AZ.
Well, no, if you're a moderator, you can still view the deleted message. If you're not a moderator, you won't be able to see what it said. So it's technically deleted, but I can click on them and see what they said.
Oh, yeah.
And it's nothing but a bunch of fucking emojis. It's like, what's the point?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, somebody-
well, I can completely understand if a bot comes in and is dropping links in your chat. But what's the point of the emojis? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't even tell you where to go except for it just says Tinder. That doesn't narrow it down. That's just an app.
Yeah, somebody is trying to be annoying. That's all.
So Paul's got it set for 24 hours. It's timed out.
He said, bye-bye, don't come back.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Don't
Nightbot
let the
talks.
door hit you or the good Lord split you.
Yeah, Nightbot talks crap to him when he does it.
Man, I passed out on the couch, y'all, and then like I woke up and I was like, what time is it? It's still light out
Well,
there.
TJ, even a good sex slave gets tired. Isn't that what the wife keeps you around for?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I might do that tomorrow. Just go out and buy an air horn.
David, I don't know how that totally works because the guys told me how to get it set up, but I don't know if I can. Is it on your guys' chat? Is it still there and just light it out?
Yeah, but as a moderator, since everybody in your chat pretty much has a wrench, they can still click on it and see what it is.
Okay, because what I did is I went over to that and I hit the report, and then
it only hides it for you when you report it.
So all that's hidden from me. Okay.
Right, but we can still see it. Now, if somebody comes into your chat that doesn't have a wrench, they won't be able to click on it and see what Nightbot deleted. But since like David and Robert and everybody has wrenches, they can still click on it and look at it.
Oh, okay.
But they can all
Robert,
individually.
what's happening?
But they can all individually report it too. But This is the thing is YouTube's not doing jack shit about these because they have another problem right now in people's comments where these bots are copying your homepage picture and all that, your profile picture and everything.
Yeah.
And they're putting in there, oh, you want a prize, contact me on WhatsApp. And and they're all over people's chats right now, everybody's. As far as their comment sections on their videos. And YouTube hasn't done jack shit about it. And there's a lot of big YouTube creators that have been complaining about it too. I don't even really know if there's anything YouTube could ever do about that. I mean,
Well, I would think they should be able to set a program up, Justin, so that if you don't want them in your channel, all you have to do is permanently ban them, and then they just can't come into your channel anymore.
well, you can do that, but the problem is all they have to do is switch one little, you
Yeah.
know, letter or dot or something in the name, and then it's like a whole new. But that's what I'm saying though, is one of the problems too is YouTube needs to stop allowing people to have the same freaking names for different channels. Like if my like as Droner Gaming 863, since I have that channel name, nobody should be able to come into YouTube and start another channel with that same exact name, but you can. I think that right there would help out a lot because then you would get a lot less fake accounts coming in using other people's names. Cause that's another problem, right? You'll have people that will come into people's chats disguised as other people's channels when it's not the real channel. Because I
would
can
they
go
even
make
do
a-
that in the first place, because that would confuse everybody. Like, what are your two Teej, Giggles, and Drew?
But that's what I'm saying is I could go right now and make a fake YouTube account, use Paul Murray's profile picture, his name, everything, and come into the chat and it would look like Paul's channel. Granted, when you click on it, it wouldn't show any videos, but I could still come into a chat acting like Paul.
Well, isn't that what you did to Matt with that chickie poo?
Oh, Drone Girl, yeah.
Wait,
Well,
what?
I wasn't doing nothing malicious to Matt's channel neither, though.
He
What
had
I'm saying-
he had a fake profile. Name was Drone Girl, and was over there flirting with Matt. Matt was flirting back with her.
Yeah, in Matt's chat for like, I don't know, that shit went on for like 3 or 4 months.
uh,
And then I did a big old Drone Girl review on Matt's channel one night. And I had the camera covered, and then when I unveiled the camera, I was flipping them off.
oh god. I'll have to go back and watch that. Yeah, because I think
Oh, that was months ago, dude. I don't even know what live show that was on. You'd have to sift through all his old live shows from the last like 4 or 5 months.
yeah,
Actually, it was longer than that.
yeah, because I think Lon Denard, he made a profile. When it comes to the chat, it's like I forgot what it's I think it's still in his name, but it's a picture. It's not a picture of him. It's a picture of this girl with like huge boobs. Like it's. Let me see if
I think he deleted his channel, didn't he?
No.
Yeah. Does he still have his original channel?
Looking right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, Lon Denard. Here's what his YouTube channel looks like.
Chick.
He only has 10 subscribers. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I think his old channel, something happened to it. Because it's not
Oh.
there no more on YouTube if you look it up.
Well, that's what.
Unless YouTube took it away.
Yeah, but you would have to do some really stupid shit for them to do that. So I don't know if he would have. No, he did pretty basic drone review videos and
Yeah.
shit like that. I don't see why they would have took his channel from him.
Drone
See,
gal.
mine got in trouble for over political shit, but that's just, you know, unfortunately, that's something you have to deal with these damn streaming.
Yeah,
All these,
Justin's was Drone Girl.
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about my
Yeah, but
original.
is it still there?
It is, but my original channel got in trouble over a fuck Biden
Yeah.
video.
But I was wondering if you still have that drone girl, have you gone over there and checked to see if there's any subscribers or anything, or?
Oh, no, I think I deleted that channel not too
Okay.
long. I still screwed around with Matt in the chats, but he knew it was me. For a couple months after he knew for sure it was me, because everybody was playing this guessing game for like 2-3 months trying to figure out who it was. We all knew it was somebody in the drone community, we just didn't know who it was. Because then everybody thought it was me, and then they would think it was somebody else, and then they weren't sure. And then I did that face reveal that one night. Because I was in the chat, and I told Matt, I said, well, I'll pop in if you had a link in the chat, and Matt said, oh God. So he put a link in the chat, and I had the camera covered up, and he popped me out of the green room. He was like, hold on to your hats, boys. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was the last,
No,
matter
get
of
out.
fact, it was the live that very last live Jim was on. So that was, because it was on Matt's channel, so it was, Jim had disappeared for a couple weeks, came back on one of Matt's lives, and then we haven't seen him since. So it was that one live stream with Jim on it. And that was at least 6 months ago. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see here. Videos. Past live streams. It's hard to tell because Matt uses the same damn thumbnail and title for every one of his damn shows, so it's.
TJ is Mr. Liquor.
Mr. Liquor.
Hey, Paul, there's a ED said in the chat, the message for you.
Yeah. Go to Nightbot page, left side spam protection, select black words, phrases option in the page. You see the silent option, tick mark that. Okay, well, let's go over there.
Wasn't that one.
Okay, I'm going to screen share.
Wasn't that long ago.
Hey, you guys see it?
Yep.
Blacklist. Okay. Words, phrases,
Blacklist
option.
words, phrases.
Okay. You go over to the option in that page. Options, click on that. And
See, I've got all the things in there listed.
yeah, but you said something about down below, farther down. Go down
I'm
the
just showing you everything I've got listed in there.
Yeah. Okay. Right there, it says for busy channel with more time, with Nightbot can quickly flood the channel with too many times. Here was that Nightbot will long give
There's
message.
the message it gives. Bye, don't come back. Uh,
But if you click that other one, it says silent, Paul. There. Now submit. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
well, does it still give them a message? Bye, don't come back, or?
Oh yeah, I'm not so, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll just don't show up in the screen. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens if it does it again.
That one.
Paul, you'll have to remind me how to go back there if I need to turn that off.
Oh no, yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Well, you're talking to a 70-year-old crazy man here. AZ said, and never listen to Justin.
What's he talking about? I can't find it right now. I'll have to look at it later.
That's funny.
Yeah, like I say, if I was a multimillionaire, I'd pull together a whole bunch of people. They'd just go out there and hunt bots and hunt people that use bots and whatever, and find a way for them to infiltrate their equipment and blow it up, you know?
So
Just
according
right.
according to AG, you won't see the message. It will be hidden to us.
Okay.
What is with the personal attacks in the chat? I didn't say nothing to you guys. Tim, you can piss off.
Justin's on a roll.
Hanging with JD. Justin's on a roll. There you go.
What's up,
What's up,
JD?
Robert?
Robert Glazier's here.
Hey, JD.
That goes double for you, JD.
It was double for JD.
What? You want it up?
Put Justin on a sandwich because he's on a roll.
No.
There you go.
What? Oh, you want me to pet you too? Oh, okay.
You know, Justin, according to TJ, you could be, a nickname could be Hoagie because you're on a roll.
Hoagie, because you're on a roll.
What's up, Robert? Don't make me go and buy. I'm gonna go get my own book like I got Matt. Start adding some names in there.
Matt's only got 1 or 2 names in it, doesn't he?
Now he's got me, Tim, and JD in there.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Hey, okay, we're all done. See ya. No. Well, I guess you came on just as we were going off this morning.
Ron, are you
Oh,
working? Are you working now or?
Oh, I'm about 5-10 minutes from home.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Now, when you arrive home, do the deer out there playing antler band or something or anything?
Antler band.
Well, they'll probably start chasing them around.
One never knows.
One's never knows. Yep.
Yeah, they're out.
Those bucks will be chasing the does
They got
around
more
back there.
interest in me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty soon. Yep. A little bit of he and she going on in the yard.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get that live. Hey, in the yard of Ron.
Well, you know, you could get a deer T-shirt, Ron, made. Put it on the big buck and say, "Let's bump uglies."
There's only one win in that fight, and I know which one it is. First, he's got to get the shirt on the deer first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you say, Paul, the deer will be the bumping the nasty there for the next month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said maybe we'll get to see it live on YouTube here.
Yeah. Yeah, but your rating on the YouTube will definitely not be made for children.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Bob Glazier got his flu shot today.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the doctor and he says, "What do you want, a flu shot? Do you want this shot? Do you have this?" Nope. I'm a retired hermit. Nope.
A retired hermit.
I haven't had a flu shot. Fuck, I don't even remember the last time I had one. It's been years and years.
I don't have a choice.
I think I got mine like a long time ago.
You go in there, my body, my choice, Ron.
Yeah, good luck at that. Okay, yeah, you're no longer
Oh, where's my
employed.
kisses? Hey, I want kisses. I want kisses first. Okay, that's better.
Oh, little Gracie.
Oh, Robert, you got that video available to see?
Yeah.
I want to see that. Wonder if he caught it with his dash cam.
Well, Ron, every once in a while I see video of like people on dash cams and the deer jumping right over the hood of their car on the other side.
Oh,
It's
God.
that time of year.
It's like Dukes of Hazzard style.
Because if the doe's not ready to be bred, she'll the bucks will chase them, eh?
Oh, yeah. Damn women play
That's
hard
when they
to get.
come running out.
Yeah. All right, you can have some. Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one thing I'm surprised that they haven't, put more in vehicles as like a standard option now, is like a built-in dash cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done it with backup cameras. You would think that they would put those in vehicles too.
What are you doing up there? Huh?
Well,
You too.
Justin, how's the exploding electric cars going down there in Florida?
I don't know.
Electric exploding cars.
Yeah, from the flooding and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
When
yeah,
it
yeah.
when it gets flooded, they've been blowing up.
Oh,
I
wow.
heard
really?
nothing about that.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
It-
doing active track with the Mini 3 when he caught it. Oh, nice.
The batteries, those great big huge battery packs, Ron, they get into
Yeah.
salt water too long. Boom.
I didn't know
Oh,
I
nice.
didn't know that cars could blow up if they sit in the water. I thought if a car got flooded, then everything just kind of like dies or whatever.
No,
Everything
he's talking
kind of-
about salt water reacting with the battery.
Salt water
though.
reacting to
Oh, yeah.
But I read an article today. They're talking about a fire department. They got called to a vehicle fire with electric vehicle. They put it out, but anyways, then they're complaining how much water it takes to do it. But anyways, the tow truck company took it back to the yard, and 3 more times it caught fire in the yard. They had to flip the car over upside down. So when the fire department got there, they could get right at it because see the battery's underneath. So they had to flip the car over.
Yep.
So the batteries are up and exposed. But they said 3 times in the yard it ignited.
Well, why the hell were they spraying a battery with water though? That's usually not. a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
thing
I
to
know.
do.
Normally you
think
do
they
it
would-
like a chemical.
You think they would have used foam on that?
Yeah. But I think the thing was probably, but it was one of those cars that got flooded out in the hurricane, right?
Yeah.
It was in Florida, but they said they're just so frustrated because they had to go back. Well, there was 4 times at the fire department for one car they had to attend. 4 times.
That's when honestly, they should have just put it in the middle of an empty field and lit it up and just let it burn out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes fire departments will do that if they feel like that it's not salvageable, or if it's safer just to let the fires burn out, they'll just go ahead and keep it going.
Hey, my car burned up. No, it didn't. 4 times it burned up.
Well, that I feel really sorry for the people in Florida. The news, unless the news has got it wrong, Justin, maybe you know better because you're closer, that like 93% of the people that have lost their homes due to the hurricane, their insurance is not going to cover anything.
Yeah, that's the problem with that housing insurance down here. It's just absolute garbage because of all the, like I said, it was a lot of those scams with the roofs
Yep.
and all that
So
shit.
you
that was
have a $1
going
million
on.
house, TJ, you're just out the $1 million.
Yeah, I guess.
But at the same time, it's like, can I really feel sorry for somebody that's got $1 million vacation home that they have to pay for themselves? I mean, yeah, do I feel bad they lost their home? But at the same time, there
Well,
was some.
I guess you'd have to switch hats. If it was your home, you'd be pissed, Justin.
Well, I think
I'm
if he had $1 million home, he wouldn't be here with us. So.
I'd still come down. And hang out with
Sometimes
the
it's not the
commoners.
value of the home, it's the personal effects, memorabilia and things like
Yeah.
that.
Hey, TJ, are you going to go over and help Justin move this weekend?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go do that. I think I'll go help him out.
That'd be good. Even if just for the comic relief,
Yeah. Just for the comic relief.
Justin, you can tell all your family and friends that you imported some entertainment.
The comic relief.
But yeah,
That's funny.
Justin, you're moving?
Yeah,
It's
Where-
this
Oh, you
weekend,
are?
this weekend, the last minute
Oh.
decision.
Where are you moving to?
Really,
actually?
where are you moving?
it's just right now we're gonna move to Sarah's mom's just for
What do you need
hopefully
help
not
with?
longer than a month. So,
Till they square away where they're gonna go.
yeah, we're gonna find somewhere a little cheaper. Plus, this neighborhood's just gone to shit, so.
Yeah, he says the neighborhood kids are a little wild in that neighborhood.
Well, and it's just a lot of the parents around here don't do anything. Like the neighbors that live right across the street, they don't pay attention to their kids at all. Their kids are on four-wheelers going 60 miles an hour up and down the sidewalks. They've already pissed off like 5 or 6 other neighbors because they've almost hit their fucking cars. And it's not just their house, it's like 3 or 4 houses that are
Yeah.
a big problem in the neighborhood. The cops have already gone to those 4 houses and threatened to take their bikes from them and have been on their
Wow.
ass about it, and it's just become a big problem. And there's been quite a few people that have moved out because of it. Because it's just, they're
Oh.
becoming a real bad nuisance around the area, and you got cars speeding up and down the road at 100 miles an hour. It's just, I don't know. It seems just like a lower class of people have moved into the neighborhood. But it's not cheap to live here at the same time, so I don't know. It fucking perplexes me a little bit.
Perplexed.
What did it do? Blow that door open again? You gotta push it really hard closed. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how to do that
Okay,
either.
it's fine.
I
I'm
don't know.
hungry,
Okay.
I'm worn, I'm drained.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm getting hungry.
Well, there's probably you gotta have practice because there's TJ and the T-Jets.
Hey, Dallas.
Yeah, that's Mr. Chuckles right there. TJ right there. That's the giggling man.
Not my phone.
Yeah, definitely mine.
Okay, TJ.
All right. We'll see you guys
Thanks
later.
for stopping by, buddy.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Yeah, bye-bye.
See ya.
So Ron, how long are you gonna be home?
Till tomorrow. And then I go up to work to the lodge tomorrow. Then I'll be guiding all week.
He's
So,
been, he's
I'll
been
probably live
bugging
up in
you. He's been bugging for you to come back, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, he gave me an extra hunt this week that I wasn't planning on. So, which is okay. More money.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
money. So I work on blinds tomorrow. Friday, my first set of hunters come. And then I hunt Saturday, Sunday.
No.
I'll probably be done Saturday, but then I have new hunter on
No.
Monday.
No.
Do Monday, Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday.
What's up, Dominic?
Dominic,
You mean evening?
well, I don't know how you do it, Ron. That just shows you're still a young man at heart.
I try, buddy, but it's getting tougher.
Because my body would have given out a long time ago at your pace.
Yeah, but
I'd be nothing but a speed bump.
that's the thing though, is if you don't keep a good pace, you'll get worse.
Yep.
Yep, sedentary does set in. That's for sure.
I'm a male.
I'll tell you, that year I took off with the kids during the height of COVID and all that, when they were out of school and I was home with them. Man, when I went back to work after that year, God, man, my body felt like such shit the first 2 weeks working, but going back to
Oh.
work.
Yeah, trying to get back into the groove again.
Yeah, my feet were like so sore and everything, because I was just literally hanging around the house all day, every day, not really doing anything but cleaning the house up and taking care of the kids and cooking and shit.
Hey, Dominic. Oh, Ron's pulling into the driveway.
He's there.
Just
huh?
about. Yeah, just about. My mailbox is about a quarter mile away. I don't see it.
Oh.
I can see the house, but I don't see any critters at the moment. But it's early.
Yeah, it's still early. Yeah.
Do you at least have like a big beefy mailbox that locks up if it's that far from your house?
I do. Yeah.
A super mailbox.
Super mailbox. Oh goodness. Windy here today.
Oh, it's windy here. They got high wind warnings out for tonight, so I got one aerial job I got to do, but I told them it wouldn't be tomorrow, maybe Friday. But it's called for rain and high winds tomorrow.
We actually got snow here this morning, they said.
Really?
It was spitting rain and snow. Yep.
Well, they're calling for
All right, let's see if there's any.
snow, but Manitoba and Northern Ontario today or tonight.
No critters.
No.
Nope, don't see any.
Oh, damn, eh? Wait, yeah, watch it.
Pretty windy.
Find you a minute, you get out of the vehicle.
Yeah. Ooh, run home.
I mean, if y'all want to go outside and start blowing some of that cold front down here, I'll take a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Send a whole pile down to you. Never mind a little bit.
Just go outside and turn all your drones on high and aim them towards Florida.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like the butterfly effect.
Oh, well, guys, I gotta unload the car.
Okay.
If you're on in 10, 15 minutes, I'll come back and join you.
Sounds
Okay.
like a plan.
All
All
right,
right.
Ron.
See you in a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait till it starts cooling off down here. Oh, I love it when it gets down in the 60s down here.
Well, yeah, 60s is definitely nice weather, but
Well,
We've
it's
got-
nice enough to throw a hoodie on, you know, and it's not so cold out, but it's enough to throw a nice sweater on and makes it easier working outside too. I'll tell you, working in 98-degree weather, man, will drain you real quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't have any energy in that kind of, you know.
Yeah, when it's like that on, I can stay on the go all day outside. I'm just not looking forward to packing this garage up. Oh my God, Sarah's mom's got so much shit in our garage still. If it wasn't for the garage, it wouldn't take us but a few hours to empty the house out. We really don't have that much shit in the house.
really?
So nah, I mean, it's maybe one load of furniture if you add all the beds and everything together, but it's not that much stuff. Like I could literally empty our house out in just a few hours with 5 or 6 people.
Oh, look who's getting exercise.
Oh, there he is, Chuck.
What's up, Chuck?
He's
Get my steps in. Hey guys,
Where are you at? The local gym or are you at like a hotel or something?
I'm in Minnesota, so
Okay.
before I go out and eat all kinds of calories, I'm gonna see if I can make room.
Oh,
Are you ever home? It seems like you're always somewhere.
Between work and play, I'm hardly ever home.
Yeah, because I don't think I hardly ever see you at your house anymore. It seems like you're always somewhere else.
Always somewhere. Yeah, well, this week I'm in Minnesota for work. See, Dyken.
What do you
agree.
actually do for work, Chuck, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know if I
I'm a
ever asked you
service-
that.
I'm a service engineer. So I like, this week I'm working with a couple of managers, but figuring out a way to create like an automated portal for text to call in, and instead of bugging analysts, we kind of screen them first, get all the info out of them. Sounds easy, but it's a pain in the ass. I is an engineer. How you guys doing today?
Well,
Oh, not too bad, I guess, eh?
Justin, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Nice. Nice.
I've been able to actually get some sleep and my arm doesn't feel like it's stuck in place when I get up in the morning. So
Yes.
I'll tell you, those prescription lidocaine patches work really good, man.
What's that stuff do? I've never heard of that one.
The lidocaine's that same shit that the dentists use. It like numbs your, it's like a numbing
you
agent.
too. You
Yeah.
too.
But you can buy over the counter
Right.
lidocaine patches, but the
Bye-bye.
prescription ones are a lot stronger.
Well, sure. Yeah, they can go like a higher percentage of
Right.
active ingredient.
They work.
So you're gonna
really
miss.
good.
Well, hopefully you don't need it much longer. You can wean yourself off of it. That'd be good.
Well, I haven't even used them since 2 days ago. I've just been taking the pills they gave me.
Yeah.
So, but I only got a week's worth of those anyway, so. But they're not nothing that's, habit forming anyway, so I'm not. One of them's only an NSAID, the pain medication. The other one's just a basic muscle relaxer. It's nothing crazy.
Hey, I want to fly my Mini 3 out here. It's kind of windy today. 15 miles per hour. Should I be concerned?
I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think it's 15 when you get up at altitude about 100 feet up. I think it picks up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly rise up and see how it is.
Yeah, I'll see when it starts flying away from me, bring it back down. I don't know, man. That's a little sketchy, but I flew it into a tree the other day. That was great.
Oh, wow.
I was vlogging and I was filming me walking down a path. It was going well, no side sensors. It's going sideways. Yeah, I wasn't quite far enough away from that tree row like I thought I was. And I was like, down it goes. It lived.
That's good.
Hey, there he is. Garth, how you doing?
Good.
Chuck, Chuck is exercising for all of us, Garth.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, he's making me tired.
I have to do it. It's like I feel compelled to do it.
Yeah.
I wish there were some hot chicks in here to watch, but there are not. It's just me, myself, and I.
Oh, just you.
Just me.
So Garth, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, Garth.
Hey. I saw your what was it, Cuyahoga or something?
Cuyahoga?
Cuyahoga.
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 Yeah,
Cuyahoga.
I'm in Minnesota this week, so I can say
Minnesota.
Cuyahoga.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Chuck's not home very often.
Not.
Chuck spends a lot of time on the road.
Ah.
I always have a drone with me though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's not talking about his wife, Lori.
Oh, I filmed my coworker last night. She was throwing leaves on the trail with me and my boss, and it came out pretty sexy, but I don't know if I can share it or not. But it's pretty saucy.
Ooh,
It's saucy.
saucy Chuck.
No, saucy Sam. My coworker, she's something. She's awesome, actually. I asked her, I said, can I share it on TikTok? It's like perfect for TikTok. She's like, sure, if you want. Cool, I'll get some views.
There you go.
Didn't get Sam to travel with me more. Good.
Tim
Good for
Jackson
raising.
says that I don't know what that is. DAIKEN is too expensive over here.
Oh, he wants Chuck to get him a computer board for his AC.
Oh,
Oh, that's so where it gets confusing is I work for Daikin, but I work for Daikin Applied. The stuff that Tim's talking about is probably mini splits, and they're Daikin AC, which is
Yeah.
Daikin AC supports like all that stuff over Asia, Australia, all the overseas stuff. It's complicated.
well, mostly life is that way.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time when I worked for who I'm working for now, and the factory was right behind my office door, and I could get stuff, but not that stuff, but I could get stuff for the stuff that we built
Yeah.
in our factory. It's like, yep, engineering sample. I felt bad for a technician because he's let the smoke out of a board in the field, and we got along well. I just hook him up with a board. Don't do that again, man. Okay.
Is that what they told you?
What?
You told them don't do it again?
I said, yeah. This is your one get out of jail free card. Don't do it again, man. Those
Hey,
were better
Diego.
times.
Evening, guys.
I wish DJI would treat us like that, dude. That'd be great. Oh, I crashed my Mavic 3. What'd you break? All right, we'll send you that. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
One get out of jail free card.
Good luck with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
what
know. I know.
one of those boards cost him, you'd better off just getting a couple window units.
That's actually the sad thing about parts. Parts are so insanely overpriced. Sometimes you're better off just trashing the thing and starting over. Or buy another one, take the board out of it, and keep the rest for spare parts for the future for the rest of it.
Well, it's like, that's a perfect example of that is like printers, right? A lot of people will go
Oh,
out and
God,
buy
yeah.
a whole new printer because the refill cartridges cost more than the
Yeah.
printer does.
Yeah, I switched the laser jet. I got sick of the inkjet, drying them up.
Come on.
I mean, you can go get a $30 printer that comes with all the ink cartridges if you just need to do some basic printing.
Isn't that terrible though?
But the
I mean,
ink cartridges will cost you $50 to replace them, so you just buy a whole new printer every time.
they are higher volume though. The replacements are higher volume, but then if you're like many of us, me in particular, I don't print enough to say so, so they end up drying out. They just dry up.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happens with me. I buy a
So-
whole set of cartridges and the next time I want to
Yeah.
do a lot of printing, they're all,
They turn to dust.
you know.
Well, I've got a Canon printer and I don't have that problem because one, the ink is all liquid, and two, the ink cartridges only cost me £1 each.
Oh, well, I'm using a laser jet now. I have a color laser jet that I've owned for over 10 years.
Well, the LaserJet are normal, famous
I mean-
for drying up.
Well, it's powder. It's powder. As long as it doesn't get hot enough to melt the powder, it lasts indefinitely. It's great. I love that thing.
I like the toner printers, but those toner cartridges are fucking
what-
expensive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like
uses- yeah, there's
say a
4
couple
cartridges
$100
in-
bucks.
No, they're not that bad. And they last for, like I said, I don't print that much. They last for like forever.
Well, we used to use these ones at Walmart, but they were like these huge toner cartridges and it was just one big cartridge you'd slide in. But they
Yeah.
were like $200-300 because every once in a while we'd have to store use one off the shelf if we didn't have any in the 99 supply. And we'd have to mark it off as store use. And they were like $200, I think, for one of those.
Yeah, it's spendy. They're not cheap, but the beauty is they don't have a shelf life. They just hold up.
Well, and you can print a lot off of one. Well, at least the ones at Walmart, we could print a
16.
shit ton off of one of those
Was
before
that
we'd have to replace it.
16. How many?
Was that
Yeah.
color, Justin? Did it have like the 4 cartridges like black, magenta, yellow, and blue?
Mine's got 6.
I think it was, but it, like I said, it was all built into one huge cartridge that you would slide in. It was just
Oh.
one big, massive, like drum cart type
Yeah, and
cartridge.
it probably had
problem
like
with them
probably had all
ones
the
is-
ports on it. It's
Yeah, the
great.
problem with them cartridges, you run out of one color, you can't replace that one color. You have to.
There were kits that you could. There were kits where you had like the little needles and you could inject the color you need to inject.
Yeah,
into
but now
them.
they put computer chips on all of them, so if it doesn't,
Yeah.
like HP knows if you're trying to use a refill cartridge.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now,
HP lost my business. That's why I have this printer from Brother that I've had for over 10 years because I got my third and last HP inkjet basically told them to go F themselves because their POS printer. I bought the fancy all-in-one and the freaking hinge just broke on it one day. It wasn't even used that much, it just broke. I think it was 2 years old.
Yeah,
Hey,
then
did
My parents had the
anybody,
same exact printer. My parents had the
Epson,
same
Brother,
exact
and
printer.
Canon are the best.
Which are?
Epson, Brother, and Canon are the best.
Yeah, I do like my Brother printer. It had a circuit board problem, but the circuit board was $15 and took me about 15 minutes to change. So I'm like, that's the only
Oh.
problem.
anybody interested in buying a Nintendo Switch?
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
Nintendo Switch. Pretty good deal. $40.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, some people are so stupid. Jesus.
Ooh, it's windy out. It's getting windier out, I think. Nasty.
What size prints can your brother do up to?
It'll do legal. It's only handle up to legal.
A4.
Yes, that's his. Yep.
Yeah.
I only run 8.5 by 11, but I can handle up to 14. But that's the cool thing is it scans both sides and it prints both sides, so it's all in one. It's pretty convenient.
Mine can do up to A3.
How big's A3?
Pretty big.
The ones we use at the FPU
Bigger than
office,
legal.
I think they can do up to like 11 by 17 or some shit.
Oh, ain't
like
got any.
real big
Yeah,
ones.
that's probably what he's talking about. A3 is probably 11 by 17.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
pretty big.
I had
11
to
by
buy a
17 is
special.
like nice size paper.
I had to buy a special clipboard off of Amazon for my paperwork at work because they
Yeah, it's
give you a
double
little.
size of A4 or your legal.
Yeah, 8.5 by 11, so it's 11 by 14 or whatever. 11 by 17.
Yeah.
That's a good size print for like when you're doing drawings and schematics and stuff. It's big enough for my old tired eyes to read.
Tell you what, Chug, you're walking a long way, but you ain't getting very far.
No, I feel like I'm going nowhere fast. 3 miles an hour. Should probably kick this up a bit. A little too slow. I'm sweating like I went someplace.
I got the old Nintendo Wii out today.
Yeah.
Did all the Wii Fitness on that.
Wee little fitness.
Yeah, although
Little Scottish joke there. I do a wee little fitness. Yeah.
yeah,
I miss Scotland. It's been a year already, and it feels like yesterday. And I long to. When they say "Haste G back," when can I? I want to go back. But England first. England's on the list first.
but you'll soon be in Scotland when you get to England.
Well, I don't think we have enough time to drift up there. Although you can take the train, 4 hours?
No. What will happen is you'll realise just how shit England is and think, "Fuck this, I'm off back up north."
Nah, it's only a week. We'll do a week. We'll check some stuff out. It'll be cool. And
No,
then
that's if he's visiting Welsh Rob, David.
wait, Rob's over in Is he in Ireland or is he?
No,
England?
he's in Wales.
He's in Wales. Prince of Wales.
David's favorite place.
He used to live in Wales.
Should find out where. Maybe I'll have to
He's in
find
South.
Rob's whereabouts.
Yeah, he's in South Wales. It won't be if you're going down the Jurassic Coast. Yeah, when you get to Dorset,
Yeah.
sort of area, just let him know he's not far from you.
Oh, cool.
Quicker for us to get to you because he has to come out of Wales into England and then back south down England. But yeah, he's not far from where you're going.
Somebody just flew over Stonehenge, put it on YouTube.
Ooh, naughty,
And
naughty.
I don't know how they pulled that off because
Well, put it this way: when the National Trust get hold of them, they're in a serious.
I didn't think that was allowed. Now, how far? Like my Mavic 3 has a zoom lens, 7 times zoom. So is it possible to fly?
No,
not at-
because of the motorways around it.
You know what I mean? Like off property, but with the zoom lens it'll feel like it's closed, but it's
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, because of the road layouts.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be on the other side of the roads to fly, and you're not allowed to fly over the motorway.
So you can't fly over Stonehenge, I'm assuming.
I thought you could fly over motorway as long as there were no cars coming, like you're crossing the street walking. But that's how it
Well,
is.
to be honest, if you find a motorway in the United Kingdom that has no cars on it, yeah, especially in the
I just need a
south of
break.
England,
I
good
just
luck.
need a break. I just got to get over the road like I was walking across the
You
street.
just trim that part out of the video, Chuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And in the United States, we just kind of conveniently lose that part of the footage.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, you ain't
Like
getting
being on
on
the dark-
M11. That's
It's
for
like
sure.
the dark side of the moon. It's like being on the dark side of the moon. We lose signal.
But remember, yeah, when you get towards Stonehenge, you've got the airports and everything. So
Yeah, it's a problem.
yeah, they could literally zap your drone out of the sky. They don't shoot them down anymore. They actually take control of them, and you'll be just stood there, and you're like your drone will just disappear.
Yeah, I think some ground shots be really epic anyway if done in the right time of day. Get some nice light, just get some nice ground shots. Be good.
Oh, like I said, you do what Laura does. She just sends the drone up in the air and does circles. I'm trying to encourage her to move with a bloody thing, but
Well, it's a.
Was she afraid to fly it far?
I'm not saying anymore.
she's worried about water.
Water?
Yeah, water.
You know what? You can't worry about it. Paul had one go in the drink. If you
Yep.
don't take those risks, and they're small risks, then you don't get the shots.
You're gonna
Sure,
miss
she's
a
got
whole
very
bunch of good shots.
Yeah, you got to go for it. Tell her to go for it. Put her
Yeah.
big boy pants on and go for it. Get those shots. And then they'll
I
yell at
would-
me the first time she does it, it goes in the drinks like, Chuck said to take the chance and it's already gone.
That'd be the first time she decides to do it. She's like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Damn you, Chuck. Damn you. I can hear it now. Oh, man. I would
Yeah, but
feel
Ed-
bad. Too, but,
It
Yeah.
never made me nervous flying over water, to be honest.
oh, it made me pucker up.
It never bothered
wow.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends. Like, when you have a really wide opening, there's like break in the trees. You can see when you're going to go over the water and you have good visibility, not many obstacles. It's really cool. But when you have power lines and all this other crap and
You have
angry
plenty of that around you.
birds, no offense to the one on your shoulder. It's just,
Oh no, you want to see Laura with her little swifts on the country parks. Keep telling her to keep that little clip and record it because the swifts swoop and attack a drone. Yeah,
birds are
you
nasty.
actually see them fly in and do kung fu kicks on it.
Birds are nasty. A little faster.
Well, the person that probably took that shot of Stonehenge probably depends on whether they are even from around there. They might be from some random person that lives in another country somewhere.
There are some people that know the holes, Justin. So they know where they can get away with it, where they can't. And then it's like, just like here, people know.
Well, is there a no-fly zone over it if you were to
Yes.
pull it a DJI at?
I haven't looked at Air Map. I was going to look at Air Map and see what was going on.
It might have been an Altel or some other
Yeah, I
type
think
of
there is
drone.
a no-fly zone over
But
Stonehenge.
see, there's,
what
but
about-
if you got drones like Altels and shit, that don't matter.
What about off to the side though? Like I keep saying, if you flew in if you had a shot from an angle, it'd still be a pretty. Well, I guess you do that with you need.
Yeah,
about
but at the
100
same time, like
feet.
David said, though, you don't want to take the chance of the airport grabbing onto your
No.
fucking Mavic 3.
Oh hell no, hell no. I finally like that drone, Justin. I don't
That
want.
might not be worth it. Just put a GoPro up on a really long painter's pole. And
Fly a
pretend to
kite?
get a,
Hey,
Ow.
we could put Lori's Osmo Action 3 on a kite and get it up at his auto
Right.
level and get some shots that
That
way.
drone footage may have been taken when the national park was actually closed for the
It was.
Queen funeral.
It was. I'll bet you it was.
Yeah, because if the English Heritage Site is closed, you can fly your drone.
Oh, passed too soon.
Yeah.
That didn't come out right. I shouldn't have said that. It was kind of nice, but I meant like basically if she had just waited a month, it would have been good for me.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's
I'm watching out for the lightning. Where's the
just
lightning?
over,
Oh my God,
January
here's
summer month.
lightning bolt coming. That wasn't nice.
Yeah, I think you'll get away with it in the winter.
Well, probably not in October.
Which October? This one or next one?
This October.
Well, you better hurry up. We're
Plan.
mid-October now.
I know.
So what date are you coming over?
Soon.
No, I mean, you're going to be
I
like
can't wait.
over the 31st.
Yeah. We'll be here before the 31st. We'll be there before the 31st.
No, I mean over the 31st.
No, we'll be home on the 31st.
Oh, that's a shame because you get an extra hour.
Yeah, well, I can sleep that day, I guess. Well, I'm actually picking up when you head back to the west, you pick up 5 hours. So I'll pick up 6, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Yeah, it just throws your sleeping schedule all off.
Oh, it's nasty. I know. I'm only an hour different here in Minnesota than I am from New York, and I keep waking up at 4:10 in the morning because I get up at 5:10 in New York. So I'm still getting up at 5:10 in my head. It's 4:10.
Like, it's bad enough going across the United States. Imagine going to Australia and the morning feels like nighttime to you.
Alaska was weird. The furthest I've been off is 6 hours. That's New York to Hawaii is 6 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to work nights, so I'll be all right in Australia.
Depending on the
What's that,
time.
David?
I used to work nights, so I'll be all right in Australia.
Oh yeah, you just automatically adjust. I got 5,000 steps in. Awesome.
Hey, Dominic says, yep.
Dominic said, "Yep."
Yep.
Lori wants to go to Australia. We just don't know when to go to Australia.
October
Tim-
time, because it'll be summer.
Tim Jackson said coming to Australia, the jet lag lasted a whole week.
So I guess we have to do 2 weeks in Australia to kind of balance it out.
Yeah, that's what
I
he
mean, the only way you could get over that jet lag really quick is you'd have to force yourself to stay up all day long and go to bed in the evening.
Yes, and that's what Keith told me to do. Keith of the K-Spot told me to do last year in Scotland. He said, when you guys get there, do not sleep until like 9 o'clock at night their time. Then
No,
finally-
they go to sleep. Yep. Yep.
yeah. He said that'll kind of kickstart your adjustment. So
And then
that's
you
what I did.
got here and realised Scotland don't go to sleep till 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Chuck. I was dead by 9:30. I was done. I couldn't take anymore. Lori passed out way before, and then the next day she was destroyed, and I was like, "Hey, this isn't so bad." Yeah,
Wow.
we'll do the same thing again too. We'll be in the same situation again, but I have to adjust because I'm driving on the other side of the road, on the other side of the vehicle.
Oh, yes.
So I have to be sharper, less dull.
Yeah.
Yeah, the traffic is a lot different in England than it is in Scotland.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Yeah. Well, Scotland, it's all quiet country roads and narrow, bendy roads. In England, you've got a mixture. You've got your narrow, bendy roads, and then suddenly you're in a 3-lane highway, and suddenly you're back to a bendy road.
No, this ought to be exciting.
Yeah.
It'll make for a good vlog.
Just
Good
follow,
thought.
just remember to follow the vast majority of traffic. I won't say follow it all because some idiots do drive on the wrong side. Yeah, but you'll be
I
fine.
know where I'm supposed to be across the pond on the road, but I got a little bit of training last year in Scotland. I'm not terrible. I had 2 weeks worth. But you're right. It was like driving out of Edinburgh is a bit goofy. In and out of Edinburgh is goofy, which is more populated, of course. But in the Highlands was a piece of cake.
What are you flying into?
Heathrow.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, I'm
Nice
going to
knowing
say you are going to have a crash course in motorway driving
I am.
because you're going to do the M25.
Yeah,
We-
I heard. I was warned about that.
Yeah, we call it the car park because there's always, and that road is so different to any other road in the UK. You'll see cars join the motorway, and 1 minute they're in the first lane, and suddenly they're in the 5th lane. They just zoom right across. There's so many accidents on it because people just don't realise. And watch out for the lorry drivers because a lot of foreign drivers.
Trucks, right? Trucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
you'll get a lot of that over here too. People trying to get
Yeah,
off
but not like-
exits last minute.
No, I know it. No, Justin, it's different over like in the UK because like the roads are much narrower. Like the lanes are physically narrower.
Yeah.
And then these trucks, holy shit, you're on the other side of the road, and it feels like when they cross your path in the other direction, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mirror, if not my whole side of my freaking car.
Yeah. Well, the difference as well, your trucks have the long fronts with the engines and the mirrors on front.
Yeah, and these things
Well,
are short.
that covers gives them less of a blind spot. Our trucks don't have that. They're all flat front, so they have massive blind spots.
There's Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hello, Ron. You back? All right.
Was he? Well, he's here and he left. What? You stepped out?
Nope. Well, I just got home.
He got home, he transferred his stuff from the truck to the house, and then he came on.
Oh. All right.
Any critters out there, Ron?
Nah, it's too windy. No.
They're all hunkered down somewhere, huh?
Oh yeah, I would be too. I'll have to show you this guy. The boys at camp, they always go back and forth, oh, you drive a Toyota, oh, you drive a Ford, It's the Chevy Ford, GMC thing.
Yeah.
I sent this and it's been crickets ever since. Let me find this.
It's movie time. I don't have popcorn.
Hold on, this is a good one.
I'm starting to glisten.
How many steps you got in there, Chuck?
I don't know because like my watch has been traveling with me all day. So it said I was over. Where am I at? I want to tell me, watch. It's like, it's all confused.
It's like, huh?
Like I broke it. I don't know. I've lit like 5,000 steps. I don't know. We're doing all right. I have almost 3.5 miles on this stupid thing. No, sorry. No, I'm doing 3.5 miles an hour. 1.7 miles. Not fun enough.
1.7 miles at 3.5 miles an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going that great here.
Chuck, don't know if you can see the chat, but Dominic said February or March or September and October is the best time for Australia. And Tim said it's the humidity you've got to get used to.
That time frame works really well for us, like September, October. That'd be great.
The UK,
2023.
UK is the wind and the rain.
Well, and it's the third, and Chuck, it's the third world island life that you gotta really worry about.
Yeah, I know.
Finding food over there.
You
and
got to get
everything,
on a
it's real scarce.
UNICEF transport, right?
Yep.
And Chuck, remember when you get to the first cafe, beans on toast.
Oh,
And you've got to put it,
nobody's going to make haggis in England, right? It's only a Scottish thing.
Well, you can get it in England, but
Hard pass. No.
But beans on toast is the premier.
Well, you could get herpes in England too, but it doesn't
I
mean
love
it's
my
any good.
fish and chips and mushy peas. Actually,
yeah, just be aware as well. If somebody takes you into a pie and mash shop, which you're likely to see in London and Essex, yeah, it's a pie, steak pie normally, and you can mash.
Like that.
But the gravy is liquor. So many people get caught out by having pie and mash, and then they get in the car and try to drive, and then the police are like, "You're nicked."
Is that what it? So, like, what's bangers and mash is something I had in Scotland there last night.
Yeah, you can get
that's juiced up too, sauced up. No, it's different.
It's down in London, Essex, Kent is pie and mash. Yeah, fish and chips, get them anywhere. Make sure you try the 24-inch pizzas.
A 24-inch pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so big.
Not the biggest. You can get 30-inch.
That's still tiny.
I don't know. Here in the States, I think we measure them like
Yeah, they got them as big as umbrellas here.
Dude, there's this place down the street from me and it's like $40 for a pizza. But this thing is so fucking big, it will barely fit in your trunk. You have to turn it sideways to get it out their door.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
called
we
the
have-
Big Mama.
Well,
Yeah,
we,
we have that. We have the 30-inch, and when they deliver it, it comes with a special plastic thing that sits in the middle with legs on it. And when you fold it,
there's a little table in it.
no, it's not
little
a
table.
table.
No,
It's
I
like-
couldn't
it is
call it
like
a
a
table. It's a support.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a long one because so when you fold it, it stops the box crushing your.
Yeah.
It folds your pizza so you can get it through the doors.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, this one's a big this one's a big square pizza. They have to cut it in squares and it's, I think, 4 by 5
Oh, that's
foot.
like sheep. That's like sheep pizza.
It's 4, if I remember correctly, it's 4 by 5 foot. Like you can
Yeah,
fit a
sheep
lot of
pizza.
people with it.
Sheet pizza, spelled SHIT. It's sheet pizza.
Here's what
But
I
it's-
said.
I'm in New York, man. New York. If there's one thing New York does right, it's pizza. But apparently, in Alaska, there's. Ron, did you ever go to Moose's Tooth when you were in Alaska?
Yeah,
Is that place awesome or what?
it is.
Oh my God.
JD, 30-inch sausage isn't big enough for Justin.
Hey, Paul, here's
Yeah.
what I sent. I sent the boys back, you know, they're going back to this Ford, Toyota, you know, so I sent them this. Yeah, they
Get
got
that for Corvette too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, you drive a Corvette, same thing.
Yep, what we need
It's
these.
true for a Corvette. It ain't true for a Ford, but it's true for a Vet.
You got a vet, don't you? Chuck?
Man, I'm kidding. That's a really cool sticker. I like that.
Yeah. Don't,
Yeah.
Chuck, don't you have a
Chuck,
vet?
you have a Corvette, don't you?
Yeah, it's an older one. It's a 2001. It's older. It was new when I got it, but it's old like me now.
I used to work at a GM dealership when I was 19, 20 years old. And the boss, you know, I kind of was like an errand boy. I did all kinds of work there, but when the owner used to send me into town for errands, I'd look
Yeah,
at him and go, hand them over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah, it was a big deal when I bought it. It was super cool.
Mia, stop. They're walking by. Yeah,
How dare they walk by?
that's right.
Get your own pavement.
Oh, I broke 2 miles. Nice.
Well, I tell you, old Don, my friend Don might be disabled, but man, he makes some damn good spaghetti. I stopped at his house on the way through and hooked up that oxygen bottle holder to his tractor.
Have you got your currency yet, Chuck?
Did I get my what?
You got your currency?
Currency?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You-
have about 500 British pounds. They're left over from Scotland last year, actually.
Oh, if you've got Scottish notes.
No. They're British pounds. End up with
Yeah,
British
no,
pounds.
but if you've got the Scottish notes, which is still pounds, you
Yeah.
can spend it, but a lot of shops will look at you, especially if you're foreign. Yeah, they'll look, you'll see it, they'll pick it up and go. And then
Oh.
they're looking at you going, well, you ain't fucking Scottish.
No, but they really are British pounds because when I did the exchange last year in New York State, the money exchange, currency exchange place didn't have Scottish pounds, but British pounds worked just as well. They told me that, so I'm good.
I know. Well, it
Well,
is
you know what,
British
I'm not gonna-
pounds. Yeah, Scotland does spend British pounds.
Yeah,
What I'm
yes, they
saying
do.
is-
I used some there,
If
but
you've got any Scottish notes,
yeah.
in your change, so main ones are £5 notes. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
I'm in
it's still
trouble.
British money. You can still spend it. Yeah, it's just Scotland for some reason have their own pictures, their own notes.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. You know where I'm screwed though? I didn't realize this when I went to the currency exchange place. He gave me a bunch of 50-pound notes.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew the look on your face. The look on your face tells it all.
oh,
So I
yeah.
have 50-pound
You
notes.
ain't- yeah.
I'm screwed. So when I get to Heathrow, I have to go and immediately
Get 'em
exchange them
changed.
for smaller notes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
know this. I know this.
You ain't spending them anywhere now.
Unless like I go to a place where I can basically pay
Oh.
from thing with a 50-pounder.
Is your money? You might have to do a private chat with us. I need to check your money. If you've got the
new, it's current, it's the plasticky stuff with the
Yeah.
transparent sections and
if you've
stuff.
got any of the paper ones, some of the older ones, they've just recently been discontinued. Can't spend them.
They're
Turn them in.
they're that
No, you can't
plastic-
even turn them in now. The time period's over.
They
to
feel
turn
like
them in.
plastic.
You might be all right now. If they're the plasticky ones,
Yeah, I showed him the Keith. He's British.
yeah,
He
you
said they
might be
look
all right. Yeah, but any paper ones, you ain't spending.
Well, what the F?
And they've just changed the £20 notes. They've recently changed. They've just come to an end. And the £50 notes.
Or you
That's a
could
game to
probably
make your
take it
money-
to,
That's how you make your money worthless. That's
You'd almost be better off to go to a money exchange and give it all to them and tell them, give me fresh stuff.
Give me
oh, I'm
fresh money.
saying Chuck might be able to take it to an American bank and do an exchange there.
Yeah,
And then because they may
But the
still
exchange
have
rate
that
is
shit
shit.
that's being honored.
yeah, but with the US dollar being so strong, it'll be like a massive hit.
Yeah, you'll
So-
take a massive whack on that.
So I'll take my chances. I'll bring the shit over with me. I'll try to just spend it like a drunken sailor when I'm there, and then, which won't be a problem. That's how I roll, so it'll be all right. And then if I do have any to bring back, then I'll take Justin's advice and just dump it at a bank.
Well, you just give it to Lori and tell her, go shopping, honey.
Sell it on eBay. Collectible British currency. Doubles as toilet paper. No, I mean that as an insult. If the
Well, I
money's-
was gonna take some Australian money that I had to the bank and exchange it in, but then my
You got
account
that
was
one?
gonna go negative. So,
What are those?
That's your £5.
Show me a 50.
Well, that's your 10.
Okay.
And these are the ones that you really will struggle to spend.
Oh no, I don't have those. Mine have like does
No.
they have the transparent
Well-
window in them?
You've
Is
got this.
Is that I can't tell on my phone. I'm small, but is that the transparent
It
section?
says it's got a transparent window.
Yeah, there's like a clear section in it where it's like there's an image in the clear section. Like it's the anti what's it? Come on, counterfeiting thing. Anti-counterfeiting thing.
Yeah, but they've always had that, but now they've got this new design. Open image in a new tab. There you go.
Oh boy. All right, I'll do some homework. I could be screwed.
You see this bit here?
That's new.
This is the new one.
Oh shit. I don't know.
Chuck, you could be shit out of luck.
Yeah, you got this bit down the edge here, and it's all white over this side.
I'm gonna make a vlog of me taking the 500 pounds and throwing it off some high building somewhere and filming people scrambling for it and then laugh.
how the hell does your currency just?
Yeah, how's it
can't use
just up
it?
and expire? I wasn't even there a year ago, and you're telling me my money's no
I
damn
could use
good?
a American dollar
why we
from
left.
50 years
Wait.
ago and still
Yeah.
spend it.
I'm venting for a second. This is why we left Britain years ago in really shitty boats because you pulled shit like this.
It's not that bad, but
This is the behavior that's on. Oh, who's that blonde?
Oh, he got sidetracked quick.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying is I could take a $5 bill. If I had a $5 bill, it was 30 years old, I could still spend it.
well,
we'd be foolish doing so, but yeah,
the
you can
reason
spend
they've
it.
changed it is because this was meant to be less counterfeitable. Yeah,
Oh,
less.
okay.
However, I will let you into a little tip. When you get any banknotes in the UK, you see this bit here, the crowns, they're going down.
Yeah,
Make sure it's not a sticker.
make sure it's not a sticker.
Yeah, just this little strip down where the crown is there. Because the counterfeiters have worked out if you do this bottom bit and you can buy these stickers on eBay from
When
America.
When did the currency switch over?
It started last December I think notes ended last week.
Are you effing? I hate. I'm canceling my trip. F you guys.
And the worst bit is,
I'm gonna put F and C in with UK and tell you.
well, put it this way: these are new,
Scramble
these are
letters.
recent, and already they're going to be scrapped
Jesus.
because they've
And
got to replace it with a king's head.
well, and Tim says that, he's right about that. American money is still the strongest currency by far. Like I said, I was going to take some Australian money to the bank, but my account would have went negative. So
That's
I couldn't do that.
unbelievable. I'm super disappointed. You guys can tell I'm disappointed now.
You
And
might
I've
be
been-
all right. Just check it out.
I will. I'll look.
Yo, Hodges has passed out. Look at him.
Oh, yeah, quite. Getting tired though.
Gotta
been a
slow
long
down.
day.
I'm ready to. Gotta spool down.
Uh,
Yeah.
Leave my
The
car for
reason you
dinner.
can't spend £50 notes is because a lot of the counterfeit people, what they do is
Yeah,
they'll print loads of £50 notes and they'll go into a shop and they'll go, "Can I buy that Dr. Pepper 55p?" and then pay with a £50 note.
and tear it
It's
all
already
up.
been changed. It's
You're
gone.
right.
yeah.
I get
Ameri-
that. They were doing that with our older US currency. The counterfeiters were taking $100 or they were taking dollar bills and they were bleaching them out and printing them counterfeit as hundreds.
Well,
It
and that's
was the same. That was years ago. Same paper.
well, and that's because too the paper that we use, nobody can get it but the mints.
Right. It has
Like
the red,
that's-
the little red and green little fibers and
Well,
stuff.
yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
that
that's what they've
special
done with all of them.
cotton. It's
Yeah.
that special cotton mixture. There's only one manufacturer in the world that makes it, and the U.S. Mints are the only customer.
Well,
Like,
no,
that's
because
it.
that's what ours has gone to. The plastic cotton.
No, ours isn't
Fiber stuff.
plastic. It's a cotton fiber mix.
There's
It
like,
feels like a plastic.
yeah, UK currency feels like plastic. It's really,
Yeah, but ours doesn't. Like
no, ours is like cotton. It's really
it
distinct.
feels like clothing almost.
Yes, and it makes. Well, I remember Al Bundy and Married with Children. He goes snap, 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 snap with the money, and it had that really
Like
distinct.
ours, you can wash it and it will be fine. Like you can lay it out and
Yep.
dry out and
Yep.
You see, ours, you can wash it and it'll be fine. When it comes out, you just carry on spending it.
Hmm.
Now, because the water just runs straight off it,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
which was
Polymer.
another reason why they changed the notes, because too many people were leaving notes in their wallets, washing it, and then taking it to a bank going, "Can I go trade this in?"
well, and then like over here, a lot of people, you get a lot of dumbasses that were trying to like counterfeit shit off of regular little printers that you could buy at Walmart and shit. But now all the printers have this thing built into them. Like if I take my all-in-one HP printer and put a dollar bill in it and try to copy it, it will just spit out blank pages. It recognizes that it's money.
maybe I should just cash on my British currency, and that's useless if it is for Disney dollars, and then
Yeah, there you go.
give it to Justin. He can spend it as Disney dollars next time he goes.
I think you'll be fine if you've only got it last year. You should be
September of,
fine.
September of last year, September of 2021.
Well, you've seen the note. Just look down the edge for the big white bit and
No,
stuff.
it's just a sad day.
Like I said, you can speak to me about it. I'll let you know if it's fine, or your mate will let you know.
I can send you some pictures. I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah.
I'm not near the stuff right now. It's back home. I'm like,
Yeah. But the good news is, even sending a picture can't be counterfeited.
right. I mean, but I'll do
You
some.
wouldn't have to do anything
I can look
because-
up exactly the stuff you shared with me. I can look it up and see where I stand.
Yeah.
And see, American money's actually not the easiest to counterfeit because it's that texture. Dude, every counterfeit bill that I've ever had, I've only ever had one that actually felt real. But
Well, the
you can
reason they
tell.
don't really counterfeit American money anymore is because, up to recently, it wasn't worth anything. It's only that our new government has killed the pound. Yeah, that the American dollar is very, very valuable over here.
Well, it fluctuates. People that buy and sell currency and trade currency, it fluctuates. You could have the pound up for an hour higher than the US dollar, and then the US dollar could be up higher.
The pound has always been higher than the US dollar, always. It's just that it's at the moment, I think it's £1.11 to the US dollar, which is probably near to the lowest. £1.03 was its lowest, which was the other week. But when we had that big crash caused by our chancellor only 3 weeks ago, all the hedge funds that he was working for made shitloads of money. And then a week later, he reversed the decision not to do the tax cut. And the hedge funds went back the other way and made shitloads of money. And now he's being investigated.
Nothing will ever come of it.
He scored the top 4.
You're talking about international hedge funds. They're all got their
No,
fingers
we're
in
talking-
so much shit.
Yeah, we're talking about the UK Chancellor actually facing a criminal prosecution, maybe.
I'm
And
saying these hedge funds though, ain't nothing gonna happen to them.
no, nothing will happen to them, but to our, Chancellor, he may be in the deep doo-doo. And put it this way, our new Prime Minister went to see her own backbenchers tonight, and they literally just told her, pack your stuff and go. We don't want you.
Okay, I'm back in my room.
This country's going to go through some serious shit over the next few weeks.
Well, every country is.
Chuck, when you going across the pond?
In about a week.
Well, probably not at all now that he found out his money's worthless.
Just in time for the new English Civil War.
Here, I thought I got a lot of time off of work. Boy, you got me beat.
No, Chuck
Just
froze
one
up, I
talk.
think.
Yeah, you did. You just got back from Alaska.
Oh, Chuck's on the road all the time. For sure.
Feels like it. Did I freeze or am I back?
Hey,
Yeah,
Chuck,
you're back now.
do you get a lot of Sky Miles?
I've been getting free first class upgrades from American even when I fly business on American. They often
Really?
coach the first class. I'm doing all right. Yeah.
Chuck, when you come into England, are you going into London, central London?
Heathrow
Yeah,
Airport?
Heathrow, of course.
No. What I mean is, are you going to visit any of the sites in central London?
Oh, we're gonna hit Windsor first, and we're drifting down.
Or are you going for Windsor? But
Windsor. That'll let
like
50
Westminster
we'll get
and
the-
stuff.
Well, we'll get jet lag that way first.
Yeah.
And-
But if you're going to hit like central London, like Houses of Parliament, stuff like that, you get all the little scammers, doing all the little tricks at the side of the road. Yeah.
well, we
And
have-
they only
yeah.
charge you £1 to go or £5 to go. Got all your dodgy 50s, go up to them and go, yeah, I'll have a go. Can I have a change?
Well, we'll be in London for the tail end for like the last few days. We'll be in London, so that'll be pretty cool because like there's a Back to the Future the musical's on at the theater.
If you got tickets for it,
Uh-huh.
you'll love it.
I know I love Back to the Future anyway. So and it's not starting up in the States in New York City until spring.
You heard they're remaking the movie, right?
Woo!
Remaking the movie.
Yeah, was it Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox? All of them are supposed to be in it.
You mean making a new one? Like,
Yeah, they're making a new Back to the Future.
Oh, how weird.
It's going to be hard for Michael J. Fox. I mean, I saw him the other day.
His Parkinson's pretty advanced.
That's really
Well, I think Doc died, didn't he?
no. He's still.
They're still alive.
Oh, Doc is still around? Oh, wow.
Yeah, they met up on stage the other day.
Yeah, they had a reunion.
They met on stage in London?
No, I think it was some Comic-Con in America.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a big old thing about them making a new movie, but Michael J. Fox said that he could manage to get through the movie apparently, so he's got confidence in himself.
It's just not right.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It won't be
Well,
right
no,
around.
his disease is so awful. It's
Yeah, but if he's choosing to do it to keep himself going, then there's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
I don't think he's going to be flying around on any hoverboards or anything, but
No, he's not going to be doing the skateboarding scene.
Yeah.
But what the great thing with the computer advancements
They can
these
generate
days too,
it.
they could kind of help him out as far as making his character a little bit less shaky, different shit like that.
there's a lot
Which
of
is fine. If he's okay with that, then I'm okay
Yeah,
with
but
it.
if it's going to be Back to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Future
yeah.
4, then it's going to be where obviously they can play him as an older character.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna drop off here, boys and girls, because I got to get cleaned up. My boss is taking me out to dinner, so
Okay, Chuck.
because
was
I've
supposed-
stressed you out about them 50s.
it'll be all right. I love to get worked up. You guys love it when I bitch, so I like to bitch every now. And then. I'll be
You'll
fine.
fit in well over here. Everybody
It'll be fine. Yeah, but anyway, I get cleaned up, and then drone therapy's on at like what, in an hour?
An
And
hour, yeah.
I won't be on that. I'll be out with my boss, so whatever. Maybe I'll tune in later.
Okay, Chuck.
Anyway, you guys have a great night. Paul, thanks for letting me drop in, man.
Hey, you betcha, Chuck, anytime.
Good trip, dude.
catch you later.
Catch you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Garth, anything new with you? You're on mute, buddy. There you go.
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Yeah, just doing
You
some.
see, you could see his layout in the background.
Yeah,
That's,
right there, yeah.
that's,
I moved over to the other side of the,
that's his slot cars.
It was 250 feet of track.
250
250
feet.
feet of track.
Oh, Garth,
Oh.
pull your pictures up again and show Ron. I don't think you saw him the other day. He's got a hell of a nice little track going there.
So what is it? Like Skeletric?
Yeah.
It's Carrera.
Is this on your property, Garth?
Yeah,
It's in his
basement.
Oh,
Just bear
It's
with
kind
me.
of like how Toy Man had his set up with the trains, but he's got a big slot car track.
hmm.
Oh, that thing you sent me earlier today, Ron, that wasn't you shooting the cougar, was it?
Oh, no, that wasn't me, but that was in this area.
Yeah. Leave
Oh,
them
yeah.
babies alone.
There's
Yeah,
his,
look at that.
there's his track.
Damn.
Yeah.
How would you
Well,
have liked
that's
to
a
have
rich
that at
guy.
12?
Oh, that'd be cool as shit.
25 feet in length and about 4 feet in its longest dimension here, but it's 3 tiers. So it's
Yeah.
a total of 250 running feet of track. So
How fast can you get them little buggers going?
pretty damn fast.
Oh, yeah.
We figure somewhere between 200 and 300 miles an hour in scale.
No shit.
Yeah. And
Wow.
probably about in real time, it's probably about 100.
100 miles an hour in regulars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is
So how
That
long does it
was,
take to get around the track?
that shot is I'm standing on a milk crate, okay? And this, oh, hang on, I gotta go backwards. That's standing on a milk crate. This one is I'm standing on the floor.
Wow.
And it's designed to sit at, okay? So these positions over here are where you sit. And then the cables go through the ceiling and then come out to this control box here.
What was that, David? You had a question?
How long does it take to get around the whole track?
Well, with the cars that we race, the lap record is about 13 and a half seconds. Okay.
Yikes.
So do you just have like just some local friends that you just play around with down there, or do you guys
Pretty
actually have?
pretty much, me and a friend of mine that, an old, high school friend of mine that do it. And we do it kind of, from about the middle of November till the end of March every year. Sort of like the same season as like a bowling league kind of thing. It's sort of a winter hobby for me, so.
Do you get anybody else coming to it, or is it just you two hanging out?
Occasionally, family members and a few other people, but for the most part, it's just the two of us, okay?
That's
And,
cool.
And that's the other side. That's standing on a milk crate on the opposite side, okay? You can see the control box here. If I can zoom up on it, that's not a very good shot. That's standing on the floor. That's sitting in the left position, looking left, obviously. That's left position looking right. This is right position looking left. That's right position looking right. So you're looking, you're in the middle of the track and you're looking 12 or 15, 12 to 15 feet this way and 12 to 15 feet the other way.
God, I
That's
can
okay.
imagine having that when I was 12.
This is a sort of a helicopter shot looking down at you see the different layer, like that's layer 1. And this here is layer 2. That's layer 2 there, and this is the third layer. That's the opposite end of the track again. Third layer, second layer, and a first layer. And there's other various sub layers, like this is just a kind of a half layer sort of thing.
Yeah. You plans
You
to
ever-
make it bigger?
Does it go
What'd you
through the
say?
wall right there?
Not through the wall, but
Oh, it did
there-
on that
there
last
is-
picture. It looked like it did.
Yeah, there is a wall right here. Okay.
No, that other picture before this one, it kind of looked like it went through the wall there.
That
Oh,
one?
okay, never mind.
Oh,
it was
maybe it
just-
was that one.
Yeah, right there.
This is actually an old, this was when the track was a HO scale. Okay. And it was shorter, okay, and a different scale, smaller scale.
Oh, wow.
It had the same sort of control box and stuff, This was about 10 years ago. Okay, that one.
Could you
What's the
imagine
monitor screen for on top?
For the computer timing.
He's got all the electronics on it.
Yeah, it's
That's got everything on it.
Now, have you ever
That
shot one of
computer-
those cars off into the drywall?
it's the track. Yeah, the answer to that is sure. I try not to do it, but my friend is a little more
Aggressive.
a little more dangerous than I am. So I'm the one who does has to repair the cars. So I'm a little more leery.
There's the cougar.
Yeah, this is why I don't go in the woods unarmed.
He's actually stalking you, isn't he?
Well, it's not.
It's
You,
not
is
me.
it?
No.
No, but the guy with the
in
gun.
this area though. If you play the audio though, he's yelling at that damn thing and
Like, why didn't he take a couple warning shots at it?
well,
Yeah, like,
I don't know
and-
whether those are warning shots or he was just a piss poor shot because he was trying to hold a camera and shoot at the same time.
Ooh,
Ammo's too expensive. At that one point, I'm like, see ya, you're out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. If one gets that close to me, I wouldn't have waited that long.
Nope.
Sorry.
Right between the eyes.
Well, I mean, I would have at least put off one good warning shot to see if it startled it or not. Do you think that it would have pissed it off more, or do you think it would have just took off?
If he would have hit it, no, I probably would have took off.
No, I'm saying like, do they get scared from
A
loud
warning
bangs?
shot. Does a warning shot make a difference?
Didn't seem like it did much in this case. I have a
Maybe.
picture
Maybe if it was a 12 gauge, something a little louder, it probably would have.
of my neighbor. Let's see if I can find it. When I lived over in Rapid City, he had one stalking him. He was an archery hunter. And the thing would not back off. So he gave him one right between the lookers.
oh,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Does anybody hunt with a laser sight?
No. The hell is that? It's a great picture. Shit, I can't find it. Thought I had it.
Brother Ken says St. Clair Shores Speedway, nice.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. Gave him one right between the lookers.
There you go.
Oh, is that an
Wow.
arrow?
Yeah.
Arrow. Yeah.
Wow.
Hell no. I wouldn't
Yep,
want to
he
be
wou-
with
he
face
wouldn't
to
back
face.
off. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it was right, that was a mile down the street from my house.
Better
Really?
be a hell of a shot. You're gonna go one on one with the
Yeah.
mountain lion with a fucking bow. I'd rather have a gun on me.
Well, if you're out archery hunting, that's all you got. You
I
know,
would. Can you still carry a gun on you though for protection? I mean,
you can.
the most. Because I mean, with that, at least with the gun, you have multiple shots to try to hit the
Yeah.
damn thing.
What are you doing?
But you got to get it right the first time with that damn arrow.
Yep, I believe in best to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. That's the only thing that scared me, that when that black bear kind of bluff charged me there in Yellowstone, I was carrying, man, that's the last thing I wanted to pull out. Like, oh shit.
Oh,
But-
so you can conceal carry in the park?
I did.
Are you allowed to, or you're not really? Or is it kind of a gray
You
area?
wouldn't go flash it around,
I
but
think you can, but it is somewhat of a gray area. But again, when it falls back on best to be tried by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah. I would assume they would. I don't know. It just seems like they would allow it, but then they wouldn't because it's a national park. So it's like,
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I gotta take off. I gotta call a friend of mine in Brantford. He just called me a minute ago and
all
I
right.
said to call him back in about 10, 15 minutes. So
Yeah, well, we're probably getting ready to call it here pretty soon, I would imagine.
yeah, it's been on for a couple hours. So
I just almost fell asleep there about 20 minutes ago.
yeah, I was getting kind of tired there for a while, but now I got my second wind here. So
Okay, Paul, I'll see you, not in the morning though, right?
well, I might come on with being in my truck.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'll probably come on that way.
All right.
Okay.
What time you coming on, Paul? Hot or Murray?
Usually 9 o'clock-ish.
So I should be around. Yeah, 'cause I probably won't leave till about 8 tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be
Uh,
7 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
I got a lot of driving to do tomorrow, so
Yeah,
I gotta get away fairly early.
okay.
That's
No.
2 p.m. our time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, catch you guys later.
Okay,
Later,
Paul.
just.
bye.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Paul.
So David, what have you been getting into since Laura's not home? Been nice and
I've
quiet,
been,
hasn't it?
Yeah, I've been packing everything.
Oh, you guys getting ready to
Put it
move
this
out?
way: while she's away, if I don't fucking like it, it's going out.
Why, are you saying Laura's a little bit of a pack rat?
She hoards a few things.
Yeah, well, don't we all?
Not me. I throw shit out if I don't use it. I hate having junk laying around I don't use.
Yeah, well, we're going to be a bit brutal and just anything and everything that we've not used in a while is going.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing right now, moving. Like I've probably taken about 10 or 15 contractor bags just full of old clothes and different shit like that.
That's
Out
the
to
best
the
time
road.
when you move. When I
Yeah.
moved last September, oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff I threw out. Holy crap.
Yeah, you don't realize how much crap you collect when you're in
Yeah,
a house
you
for like
do.
a while.
You do. So are you gonna be all moved by this weekend,
I'm hoping so,
or is there a certain time you gotta be out, or?
no. Well, I mean, it would be by the end of the month, but yeah, we
he's,
should have
he's,
everything.
he's, because he broke the lease, he doesn't get any refund on his deposit.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I wouldn't have got a refund anyway because like I told, I was telling Tim yesterday or on Monday when I was talking to him on my live show. Being in a house for almost 3 years with kids and everything else, the carpets are worn out. There's some
That's
things.
general wear and tear.
Yeah, so I mean, I would have to spend hundreds of dollars to clean everything back up to its original state.
Yeah,
So it's not worth it, to be honest with you.
my security deposit at my old place last year was 13. And I know I put 300 plus into it.
But in
Yeah.
most places will find a reason to keep your deposit.
They do, and my place was
They
trying
will.
that too. And
It
I
used to
was
stay
down at
more
the
than here, but
office.
the government stepped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went down to the office and I told him, I said, I'm aware of your reputation and the shit you pull. Here's how much money I've spent fixing this place better than what I found it. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like I was telling Tim, like Sarah's grandma, like 8 years ago, we moved her out of her apartment when she moved in with us right before she passed away. She was living in like a older retirement community apartment complex, little 1-bedroom apartment. She had a little, like Chihuahua dog, just a little tiny dog like Tyson. And her house was pristine when she moved out. The walls, there was no the walls weren't dirty, nothing. We had the carpets cleaned and everything. And they told us, well, because she has a dog, we have to replace the carpet anyway. And then
Yeah.
they refused to return the deposit because of that, even
Yeah.
though it was professionally cleaned and the carpet
Yep.
looked fine.
Well, we've got a feeling our landlord's going to try pulling the same trick with us. But I've got bad news for him. We've got pictures of the day this flat was built back in 1991. And the same carpets are on the floor now that were there then.
Holy
And
shit.
we're legally not allowed to replace them. It has to be the landlord.
Huh.
So he can sod off.
Well, that's the thing over here too, is you could rent a house for 5 years, but they're never going to replace the carpet until somebody new comes in.
Well, we've lived here for 9.5 years.
Yeah. So it's,
The funny thing is, we're getting a double kick because the government was bringing in new laws next year that meant if the landlord wants to sell this place, he has to sell it with us in as a sitting tenant, which means the price comes down that he can get for it. But he's obviously jumped and gone, get him out, move my son in, so when we need to sell it, I could just move the son back into our place and sell it without a tenant. So the government was going to do that. Yesterday, she announced, the new Prime Minister, that's not going to happen anymore. She's not bringing in their new laws. So now we're getting kicked out for no reason. Because he's already started the process, it's too late. Yeah. And when he comes to sell it, he could have sold it anyway. He could have just asked us to move at any time. So he's now going to have a property with no tenant that he's going to have to spend thousands on doing up if he wants to make any money from it.
well, and see, that's one thing that pisses me off about over here is landlords can sell the house right out from under you and the new owners don't have to honor the rest of that lease. And then the new owners will come in and get a 30-day notice on you to move out. They do it to people all the time. We had
Well,
that happen
over
to
here-
us a few years ago.
Over here, if we want to move, it's 30. We have to give 30 days notice, unless we're in a contract. Yeah. So if we had 2 years left on our contract, we have to sit out the 2 years, unless we come up to an agreement where we can move out at any time, but we have to pay the rent on the property until the landlord's got a new tenant.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, which is pretty harsh. But the landlord has to give us 2 months' notice. So
When do you do a year-to-year lease?
this was on a year-to-year, then it got moved to 2 years, and the landlord was going to offer us a 3-year deal. But because he got spooked by the new laws coming in, yeah, he decided to go the other way. Because it's like he's saying, if they brought in the new law that said you can't kick out a tenant, yeah, unless they break the terms of the contract or, trash the place or something, then obviously he would be stuck with us if he wanted to sell, because he doesn't know what's coming around the corner, which is
Right.
why he wanted to. He's took the plunge, and so he's going to get a kick, and we're getting a double kick. And unfortunately, finding a place is nigh on impossible there was a place I was looking at. I mean, this one is the same rent as ours. Just get it up.
Paul Murray, you better go to bed, buddy. Like you're ready to fall out of your chair.
Yeah, I am.
Well, hold on, you're leaving? I thought you were doing a 24-hour stream.
Yeah,
We're only like 2 hours in,
Hey,
buddy. You better wake the hell up.
Justin, I'll make you in charge if you want to do it.
I mean, we can keep it going. I don't really care
Yeah.
if you want to get off. I can
I'm
always
gonna
end
check
it when
on my
everybody
ear.
else.
If I make you the host, can you then turn it off, or do I have to turn it off?
I believe I can, yeah.
Not sure how that worked, but
Worst case scenario, it's just gonna be running with nobody on it. It ain't gonna hurt anything, so.
yeah, this is the only property that's the same rent that we're paying now. Looks pretty nice, all that grass. It's got a lovely kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nice.
That is the living room. Problem is all the damp in the carpets, damp up the wall there, and this is a stud wall with that opening. No, there's no glass there. It's just an opening into the other room. And the other room is the bedroom.
I was waiting for you to say, oh, that's the neighbors.
Yeah, but that, if you look, there's damp everywhere. Nice bathroom now. And that's the communal area.
Oh, that is pretty nice. All right, Paul. Yeah, I like that. That's actually really nice looking, except for, like you said, the dampness.
The damp is a serious problem.
And what's crazy is why the hell would they show that in the photos? You think they would fix that?
Wouldn't
The
that
worst
have
bit
to,
is
wouldn't that have to pass an inspection, but?
not over. Well, yeah, but over here, they just turn a blind eye to it.
Oh, wow.
They'll just turn around and say, this has happened to us twice. When we lived in North Wales, the landlord said, you can move in. And when we looked at the place, it had a sink and a pasting table as the kitchen unit. And he says, if you move in after 3 months rent, I will use the money to do a new kitchen. I was like, well, the rest of the flat's really nice, apart from the kitchen. So we moved in, and it was about 3 years later, still no kitchen. So we was like, sod it, we might as well do it ourselves.
So how are you guys moving everything if neither one of you drive?
We'll get a removal company.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Those are fucking expensive over here.
Not
I'll
over
tell you
here.
what. We
Not if
checked
you've got
into
the right people.
we checked into it. We were actually called a couple companies last week and they wanted like 2 or 3 grand. I was like, piss off.
Mhm.
You might as well you can drive, so just hire a van.
Well, I can hire, well, I'm saying I can rent a U-Haul truck, but it was with my arm and everything. I didn't want to
Yeah.
have to move things because I didn't want to aggravate my arm. So we were checking into moving companies, but as much as they wanted, I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I'll just have my nephews come over and they can help me load up everything.
Oh, there you go.
You find out who your real friends are when you're like, hey, I'm moving next weekend. Oh, I'm sorry, I've got a birthday party.
That's
Fortunately-
nice. I've just booked a holiday. Bye. Oh, I've got COVID.
Yep.
Fortunately, I won't be in town that week.
Oh, yeah.
So we put the new kitchen in this place, and the week after, the landlord come back from his holiday, and he came round to have a look at the kitchen. He looked at it. He's like, "Oh yes, I like this. I couldn't have done a better job myself. I really like it." I was like, "Oh, I'm glad you like it." You know, now we're signing into a new 2-year contract. Signed the contract. 2 weeks later, we got a letter saying he was putting up the rent because we got a new kitchen. I was like, "You cheeky bastard! We put the kitchen in."
Oh my God.
Who forked over the money for did you and Laura fork over the money for the
For the kitchen. Yeah.
kitchen? And he raised the rent?
Yeah.
I would have shot him.
Ain't nothing more American than that.
And then when we moved in here, the kitchen was it wasn't bad. It had units, but they were all a bit wobbly, and you pull the drawer and the front come off. So we replaced the whole kitchen here, and the landlord is going to benefit from that.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
And
See, the only money I've ever put into a rental home is just paint.
Yeah.
Because like here, we lived here almost 3 years, so I've repainted the walls a couple of times just because I hate fucking dirty walls and annoys the
so
piss out of
how
me.
comes you're moving, Justin? Is it because the landlord wants the place back, or you just?
No, I'm moving because it's just getting too expensive right here in this particular area.
All
And
right.
not to mention, at the same time, it doesn't make any damn sense, but at the same time, the neighborhood's going to shit with
Yeah,
the
sounds about right.
type of people that are moving in around here.
You know, Justin, look around. I mean, I'm not saying, and I realize where you're at, and it's more, but honest to God, I only had to put down 5% here. I was paying 13 in rent at my old place, plus 100 in storage fees, because I had a storage unit down the road. So technically I was paying like 14.
Mhm.
I'm paying 12.10. So I'm paying like $200 less a month. And I got my own place and I'm building equity. Yeah.
Well, the rules over here is now they can only charge you 5 weeks rent as a deposit, which is great. If you rent 700 a month, it's more or less just £800 a month. £800 you give as a deposit. Yeah, which is great. Easy money. But the landlords have decided they're going to try crafty ones because they're not allowed to say no sick, disabled, no pets anymore. So now what they do, they say you have to be earning 34,000 a year, or you have to have a guarantor that's earning £68,000 a year, which is double the rent.
Well, yeah, like here you have to make on most of the, especially if you go through, like if you go through a private person, usually that doesn't matter. But if you go through a rental company around here or like an apartment complex, they require, all of them are the same. They require 3 times, you have to make 3 times the amount of whatever the rent is a month.
Yeah.
So if the rent's, $1,000, you have to make $3,000 a month.
So hopefully, because of my epilepsy and stuff, the council will help us. But if not, then it's going to have to be Laura's going to have to move in with her parents or a brother, and I'll be out on the streets.
I thought you said the council already didn't help you guys, or you guys were trying again.
No, we kicked off, and then they asked for the paperwork this time. They got to the next stage. They told us to reapply. We got to the next stage, and they deliberately asked for so much information, it was unreal. And I was like, fine, you're going to play silly games. And then because we had the 10-day Queen mourning crap, the funeral, it meant we lost 10 days in that spell that we had to get all this paperwork. So we managed to do it. We took it in there. And then they went, oh, no, we can't scan it. You have to get the companies to scan it and send it to you so you can send it to us. And I was like, now you're just taking the fucking piss. Yeah. So I just said to her, I went, take the fucking paperwork. It's done. You don't have to scan it or whatever. It's done. She went, oh, no. And then she went and spoke to her manager. She come back. She went, we have to photocopy it onto our paper. Why? What's the difference? Their paper has a little bit of writing that says Basildon Council. I mean, the smallest of writing. If she'd have told me, I could have gone home and printed that little fucking message on every piece of paper pretty quick. But no, she had to photocopy the whole freaking lot. I was like, you're just taking they just tried everything to.
So you couldn't move in with Laura's parents too, or what? Or do you guys not get along?
No, Laura's parents are in a council property. So they turn a blind eye to family members, but non-family members is what's technically what I'll be classed as. Then it's frowned upon. Laura's brother offered, but it's on the understanding that when his daughter comes to stay over, yeah, Laura has to go on the sofa. Now, there's not enough room on one sofa for two of us. So I'm taking from that, it's just Laura. And her sister said she would do anything for Laura, but not for me. So it's just the way it is.
You don't have parents you could stay with, or?
Yeah, but they're in North Wales. I'd have to leave Laura.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And Laura doesn't want to leave her
Well,
family.
have you guys like maybe tried looking in places a little bit farther away?
Yep. It's just no go at the moment for people on, with health issues. It's just a no go. You have to go down the council route, and the council. What the council is saying is, you're in a private rented property. Why can't you go in a private rented property now? Well, the difference is now, 9.5 years later, our guarantor's lost a job, so she can't be a guarantor, and Laura's parents are not allowed to be a guarantor because they're not earning enough. And my stepdad can be a guarantor, but because of his illnesses, he's 78. He lives in North Wales, and it's a 4-hour drive. And he would have to come here to sign one piece of paper and go back. Well, it's ridiculous. They won't let him sign it in front of a camera or anything to, have it witnessed. It's just ridiculous.
Shit, here now they just do electronic signatures right over your email
Yeah.
on a lot of documents. There's a program that we use over here.
To
Yeah.
sign a
Called
new
what?
tenancy, so say like the landlord offered us a new contract, you can sign over thing, but the guarantor has to be basically just looking for ways to say, we're not going to help you, get out of here.
So your government says that you can't go with Laura to live with her parents?
Not government, the council, because Laura's parents are in a council property.
So what is council, like our version of Section 8? I'm just confused. What is that? Is
The
that like
council,
assisted living?
the council's like Basildon Council. So over here we have
Is it
structures. We've
like
got
government housing?
it's like social housing.
Oh, okay. So it's like our version of Section 8, but probably not as
Yeah.
bad.
Hey,
'Cause over
Google,
here, you
stop.
don't want to live in Section 8.
Well, like I say, the properties are pretty good if you get a council place.
Not over
Yeah.
here.
I mean, they're not the best, but you can do what you want to them. So you make it what you want it.
Over here, they'll put you in the middle of the worst fucking neighborhood ghetto.
To be honest, to me, it doesn't matter. If they put me in a shithole, I only have to be there for 6 months, and then I can go on the council's database and move anywhere I want in the UK.
So you're
So,
just trying to get the council to approve a
I
house
just
for you.
need to get onto that council thing. But like I said, whatever they give me, it's a roof over my head. And if it needs work doing to it, I've put kitchens in. I can do that. Yeah.
Right.
If it needs damp removing, I can do that. But at least it's a secure accommodation where we don't have to worry that the landlord's going to go, get out. Once you've got a council property, it's yours for life, basically. So once you're in the system, you're in. It's just getting into the system.
Shoot.
Well,
Hey
hopefully
guys,
they'll-
I'm gonna pop out.
All right, Ron.
You guys have a good night.
Catch you later.
We will
Uh-huh.
catch you all. Yep. Okay. All right,
Later,
take
Ron.
care, buddy.
Catch you later.
Well, hopefully you guys can figure something out, because I'd hate to see you and Laura have to split up, but
Well, we won't split
like
up.
not
up.
split up, but
Yeah.
not being able to be with each other.
But as far as I'm concerned, as long as Laura's got a roof over her head and the birds, I'll be fine. I've lived on the streets before, because I ended up, before all these new rules came in, back in 2003, the landlord could just kick you out. Yeah. And after I got stabbed, I moved out of the area I was living in to get away from, because the police didn't do anything about the fucker that stabbed me. So I moved out of the area to a new area, got a place, and I was there for 6 months. And the landlord went, "Nah, don't want you anymore. Get out." So literally, they didn't have to give us any notice. He just said, "Take your stuff, get out." We got 2 days notice for me, just for me to get out. I was living on my own. Obviously, I couldn't get a private place because I was on my own. And back then, the rules were single men were not going to help you, couples and stuff like that. But I wasn't with Laura at the time. So I ended up on the streets. And then I got lucky and moved into a homeless place after meeting Laura. And then Laura helped me build up, furniture and stuff. And the landlord of this homeless hostel helped me. And then I got a council place and it was great. Unfortunately, then a couple of years later, Laura moved in and we became a couple. Laura decided, I don't want to live in Blackpool by the sea. Yeah, I want to live in North Wales by the sea. So moved down there to be near my family. Family helped. Like I said, lived there 6 years. And the final straw was one Christmas we went away to Laura's parents for Christmas, came back and the front door was wide open. I was like, fuck, we've been burgled. Went in, all the doors have been damaged, everything, but none of our property had been touched. He's like, well, what the fucking hell's happened here? So obviously I called the police, as you would. Police turned up, fingerprints, everything. A couple of days later, I got a message from the landlord saying, you're an absolute bellend because I've been arrested. I was like, well, what you been arrested for? And he said, breaking into my own flat. I was like, well, why'd you break in? And he said, because we got told you'd moved out. I was like, well, why didn't you ring me? Ring me?
Why do you leave the doors open?
Yeah, why leave the door open? Anyone could have just walked in. I mean, luckily we had good neighbours. So we decided enough was enough. And we started moving out. And the landlord did everything. He was begging us to stay. And I wish I had. Well, we moved down here and we got this place. And like I said, 9.5 years later, landlord's like, I want it. But this is not the same landlord that we originally had when we moved in here. Because the original landlord was also a bellend. Because the day we moved in, we went and bought all the cleaning equipment. We're going to clean this darn place up, make it good. Come back with all the stuff. And on the front door was a massive red notice saying, you're in danger of being evicted. I was like, oh, I'm not even fucking moved in yet. Turned out the landlord hadn't paid the maintenance fee. So the property management company was going to kick him out. We managed to get that sorted. And then he didn't pay his mortgage. So we had 3 years of going to court on his behalf to get the bank to, give him more time to pay his mortgage. And 3 years we was doing all right. Yeah. Apart from you're going to get evicted, get to court, go to court. And on the last straw was the bank said, look, we're not giving you any more time. We're taking the property. But they gave us 2 months to move out. Yeah. And they said, do not pay rent in that 2 months. Just use it to get you a new place. It's like, great, not a problem. The landlord, the cheeky fucker, sold it underneath the bank's offer. And the new landlord took it. But the bank put a order on it. So he stopped him getting his money until they got their money and so on. And the new landlord asked us to stay. So it was like, yeah, okay, we like it here. We'll stay. And 5.5 years later, get out. So that's how it goes. And in the UK, getting somewhere is nigh on impossible. Well, you've seen the state of the places. I've shown a few of them.
Where in Wales did you live, David?
North Wales, Sunny Rill.
Do you know where Chester is?
It's not far from Chester.
Okay.
Yeah. You go through Chester on the train to get to North Wales.
Okay. That's close to Wales, isn't it, Chester?
Yeah. It literally, Chester, the town itself is in England, but part of it's in Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right on the border. proper, very historic place.
Yeah, see over here, you don't want to live in government housing. It's bad. Those areas tend to be really, really bad, riddled with crime and all that shit.
Yeah, it's not that bad over here. I mean, you get good places, you get bad places. The thing is, I could move into a place today, and all the neighbours be absolutely lovely. Yeah, but one bad tenant moves in, just turns the whole place to shit. You just got to keep your head down and just keep yourself to yourself.
Paul was tired, David. He actually turned it over to me before he left. But yeah, that's fucking. Well, hopefully you'll be able to find somewhere.
Now, like I say, we got three. Technically, we've got 3 months because the landlord is now saying he's not going to serve the official notice until November. If he does it on November the 1st, that is a kick in the teeth because we have to be out Christmas Day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, can you imagine that? What did you do Christmas Day? Moved. Yeah, but we've spoken to the estate agents. They're going to try and get him to delay it until the end of November. So it will serve notice in round about the 20th, and we have to be out then on the 20th of January.
Now, are you in like an apartment building or an actual
The block
like
of flats.
I don't know what
Which
is
is
a flat exactly.
It's like what you guys call an apartment, but we call them flats. I suppose you could call it apartment because it's got a Juliet balcony. Apartments tend to have balconies you can walk out onto.
Right.
Yeah, but this has got a Juliet balcony. You can't walk out onto it. It's just like doors in the middle of nowhere. You open the door, there's a metal railing to stop you walking out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are some down the road where they've not put the Juliet balcony in, the railing. It's just doors. So you open the door, if you're drunk, you're just like, see ya.
Oh my God.
It does puzzle you, like, why is there
there's
nowhere on the 4th floor?
So you haven't been able to like find another apartment for rent in the building or anything?
Now, in this, you see, this apartment is probably the cheapest in the block. Yeah. And that's because the landlord didn't put the rent this time. But this is one of the bigger flats in the block as well. So the biggest apartment. But it's a struggle everywhere. I mean, that property I showed you just now, I've no intentions of going for it because it wouldn't be good for my health. It wouldn't be good for the birds because of that little thing. When Laura puts them to bed, tries to put them to bed at night, they would keep flying through that. They're in the bedroom, Laura. They're in the living room, Laura. They're in the bedroom, Laura.
Well, let me ask you this, David. If you two were married, would that help you at all? Like,
No.
it wouldn't like give you guys
It would
any
help
more of a
us.
benefit?
It would help us in the sense that the council could not split us up. Yeah, as in the council technically could ask us to prove how long we've been together. And how do you prove that? Just because you've got pictures, it doesn't mean you've been a couple all that time. You could have been friends.
I was gonna say, cause over here, sometimes being married can help you out with certain benefits and stuff. I was gonna say, if you guys
It
have
can
to,
help.
just fucking go get a quick fucking shotgun wedding.
Actually,
Cause you
it's,
guys were already planning on getting married anyway, so.
it's strange. If I didn't live with Laura, if I lived on my own, I would actually be £200 a month better off. But because Laura lives with me, they take £200 off me. But Laura technically, this is what I really hate about this country. Laura technically doesn't get any money at all. She gets a carer's allowance for caring for me, but that's £67 a week, and that's all she gets.
It's like a, kind of like a, what the fuck do they call it over here? Be kind of like a live-in nurse, but not really a nurse.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's just cheap labor, basically. So she gets paid to look after me, where technically a proper nurse should be doing it.
David said, Justin, like what? Benefit of kicking our asses? But I mean, it's true though. Like if it was to help you guys at all, I mean, that would be the way to
yeah.
go, is just go get married real quick at a church or something, or whatever you have to do, courthouse.
I mean,
But if it's not really gonna help you, then there's no
Now,
point in doing that.
luckily, under the benefit rule, me and Laura are classed as common law husband and wife. So we've been together so long, we're classed as, for benefit reasons, we're
Your
married.
proof could be your lease for the last 9 years, because you guys
Yeah.
both signed it, right?
Yeah.
As living here.
In the council's eyes, it means jack shit. Because you've seen what they've done to us. They delayed us and delayed us and delayed us. Even now, since we put that paper in 3 weeks ago, we've had nothing back off them.
Right.
We've been told we're entitled to a 1-bed property, which is all we want anyway. And we're waiting for a council banding. Yeah, which is stupid. The banding system does not make any sense. If you're in a council property and you want another council property, they'll give you band A, which is top priority. If you've got a medical condition and you're actually homeless, they'll put you in band B. But because you're homeless, you can't apply for properties because you don't have a physical address to send documents to.
What?
Yeah, work that out.
They don't have an office that you can just go in and fill the paperwork out? What the fuck kind of shit is that? Makes no sense.
We would likely to go in band C or band D. Now, what happens is they put the properties up on the thing, and we'll be allowed to bid for 2 properties a week. Yeah, so we will see a whole list of properties, and we pick 2 out of that list that we would like. If then it got people in band A will go and see that property first, and if they don't want it, it goes down to band B, and then band C, band D, band E. Yeah, it's so stupid. So technically, we could get kicked out of here and be told, "Oh, you're in band B," which is great because we're guaranteed a property. The bad news is you don't have anywhere to send your legal documents. You're not entitled to benefits. You're not entitled to benefits. You're not entitled to a council place. Do one.
Well, couldn't you use like Laura's parents as a physical address to have documents?
No,
in?
because because again, they're in a council property. Soon as we claimed we're living there for document purposes,
Uh,
the government will then go, "Oh, wait up a minute. How much money are they getting? We're going to take more money off them." It's stupid.
so you couldn't even just use somebody else's address to have shit.
You could if they were private, if they owned the property. So if they bought it themselves. Yeah, it's
because people do that shit all the time over here. Like if they have to move, they'll have their mail sent to like somebody
we
else's
can have a
house
redirect
temporarily, or
because
just until they get.
I was looking at doing a PO box, which is where the post office keep hold of it. The only problem with that is you can only have a PO box for 5 years. You have to pay the whole 5 years. I might only need it for a couple of days, couple of months.
I don't know how PO boxes go month by month over here, right?
Yeah,
don't
but
remember.
over here,
I
They
think.
found
I don't know. I've never had one. But see, over here though, the problem with PO boxes too is some companies actually won't accept that as an address. You have to have a physical address.
Yeah.
But that's why some of the PO box companies now, if you notice, they've skirted around that rule by giving you a physical address now on the PO
see,
box.
that's the difference. Your PO box is different mail companies, yeah. So you could get one from UPS or
No, it's all through the post office.
all through this one post. Yeah, because ours is
Yeah.
through the post office.
I don't think you can get one through. I think, no, there's private PO box companies, huh?
Yeah.
Garth? Isn't there?
Yeah, you can. but you're right. A lot of companies will not deliver to a PO box. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, over here, they have to deliver to a PO box because it's actually safer because the post comes through the system and doesn't leave, the postal office.
Mhm.
Well,
They
they'll
just-
deliver here, but the thing is like, say you want to get, like you want to rent say you want to buy a vehicle, you can't use a PO box as
Oh,
a
no, you couldn't do
address for a
that.
car loan or something. They
No.
want a physical address so they know where the fuck the
Yeah.
car's at if you don't pay it.
But like I say, for the council, you only need the address for sending documents to. Yeah, so you can get access to them. But there was one guy that actually got around it a few years back, and he registered a park bench with the Royal Mail. Yeah, he actually put a number on the park bench, and every day he would meet the postman at the park bench. But the government was like, "Oh, we're not allowing that to happen because everyone was going to start doing that, and suddenly you're going to have posties running around parks looking for benches." So they put a block on it. I mean, clever.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, mailbox and etc. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. But there was one company, I saw an advertisement not too long ago over here. They were actually advertising that you could rent a PO box, but they would actually give you a physical address for it. So I'm assuming they're just putting everybody under their address. I don't know how that works, but I remember seeing
Stupid
that.
over here as well, right? If I was, the council will pay my rent in this private property for £700 a month. But if I was in a council property that the council own, the rent would only be £300 a month. So the council is already £400 off or better off. But the council are like, oh, no. We want you to go into the private sector. Yeah, we're not bothered about paying more money. It doesn't make sense. And if we do get made homeless, the council have to give me a storage facility to store all my stuff. And they have to pay for that.
That's gonna be a fun little thing to do there, Mike.
Might try and live in the storage facility.
Is Sean helping you with that this weekend? Or you just doing it on your own? Forgot, yeah, he bought that new PC case.
Oh, don't even go down on fucking liquid coolers. Amazon, the bastards. I bought a liquid cooler and I put it in, switched the computer on, everything worked perfect. I was like, great. Suddenly I noticed the temperature was getting hotter and hotter and hotter. I was like, what the hell's going on here? So looked at it. Laura's like, why is your computer beeping? I was like, because it's now starting to cook eggs. It turned itself off. I was like, right, what the hell? Took it out. And I thought, wait up a minute. Shook it. There was no water in it. It was a sealed unit and there was no liquid in it. So what it was doing, it was pumping hot air around and it was coming back round and carrying on heating up.
Shit, David's Corsair was registering at 140 degrees Fahrenheit last week.
Jeez.
I think that's what he said it was, 140 degrees. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking hot. He's like, I couldn't even touch the case. It was so hot. I was like, holy hell. Yeah, he's got a nice ass computer. So yeah, he's been back and forth with them over that for the last
But
few
I'm
weeks,
gonna
but
get-
they finally sent him a new one.
Yeah, I'm actually going to get a new liquid cooler. Check that it's got liquid in it and pay a computer shop to put it in.
I've only done a few small things with Sean, on my computer. I've never really built one myself, so I'm still learning, but I put in that new CPU and that was actually pretty easy. That wasn't hard to do. I don't know what the hell Tim was bitching about.
I've done a few computers. The worst bit with computers is fucking Windows. That can be an ass at times.
The only problem I had putting that new CPU in was getting the bolts lined up for the new fan assembly. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
It came with an AMD fan assembly instead of the just standard one that came with the computer.
Yeah, it pisses me off. Intel and AMD have different
But you have to get all 4 screws evenly threaded when you first start off. Otherwise, you'll get 3 of them in there and then the other 4th one doesn't want to line up. And it
Yeah.
was a pain in the ass. It took me a good 20 minutes or so to finally get that
And then you
fan
start
there.
moving it, and you rubbing the paste, and
Yeah, that was my biggest problem was I was trying not to move it. Tim has shaky hands, you know. Yeah, Tim. Oh man, if it wasn't for Ari, yeah, he'd have been buying a new CPU because he bent some of those pins, and I was looking at the pins on the one that I put in, that Sean helped me put in, and man, those things are so small.
oh
Even
yeah,
with my good eyesight, I would have trouble seeing those. He
yeah,
had to use a one of those,
yeah. What I do, I get my phone and I zoom in.
oh, they used a, oh, god damn it. Having a mind blank here. One of the little lenses.
Yeah,
Fuck, I
or
can't
the
think.
monocle where you put it in your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. And that's how Ari was able to straighten it out. I think he used a credit card to get in there and
Oh
get
god,
it straightened, but he ended up fixing it though. And it was just, I think 1 or 2 pins was bent and that was all that was.
what I
fucking
used to
up
hate
it,
about
so-
the old hard drives, the old IDE hard drives. One fucking pin would just bend out of place. You're like, you try to straighten it, you snap off. You're like, well, that's the end of that hard drive.
But yeah, like I said, I haven't done a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm learning here and there. David's taught me a lot and so has Sean. So been learning a
Quite
lot from him.
straightforward building a computer, like I said.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you've actually
you've lined
worked with
the
somebody that taught you how to do it and you've done it a bunch of times, but
Yeah,
I've
once
never
you've
worked
lined
on
up
one.
everything and stuff, pretty much most of it's plug and play. The worst bit is, like I said, installing Windows, because the last time I built a computer, Windows was like, no, you can't install this. And then the graphics card was going, you've got to install Windows first. I was like, you've got to fucking piss off and just fucking install one of them. I was
Yeah,
just
Mike.
fighting back and forth.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know, dude. If you have any issues this week, and I don't even know if you'll be able to get up with Sean, because I think he's hunting. He's got all his last 2 or 3 hunts for the season, all this month and next month. So I don't even know.
So, Justin, the question has to be, now you're moving property, is your property going to have a closet for you?
No. I'm gonna be back in our bedroom again. I know Sarah's not gonna like that.
Yeah, I did that night train. I did buy it from Amazon. I won't fucking buy another one from Amazon. I don't think Amazon will let me buy another one either.
I know you done pissed them off pretty bad last time.
It's all right. The other week, I'd actually had a parcel delivered, and the Amazon driver said he posted it through the letterbox, and he hadn't. So I rung him up and I was like, "Where's my parcel?" It's like, "Post it through the letterbox." I was like, "No, I haven't." And he said, "Ring back later." When I rung back, the woman that answered, she went, "Oh no, not you."
Well, and this is a problem, right? Is like over here, there used to be stores where you could find all that random shit, like Radio Shack if you needed a transistor or,
You used to
some
have one
kind of
place
weird.
called Macklin.
Right, if you needed some weird electronics part or just anything, there was always a box store you could go to
Yeah,
that day and
always
buy it,
something.
but now you're forced to either go to Walmart.com or Amazon to find any of those weird, just random items, and so you don't have much of a choice anymore.
Now, we've got eBay, Marketplace, or Amazon, and a lot of the stuff on Amazon is just fake.
Well, I mean, you can go to eBay and Marketplace, but Marketplace tends to be a lot of scams, and then,
Yeah.
eBay's kind of hit or miss,
I tell you what's puzzling me about the marketplace over here: the amount of foreigners that are selling beds in my local area. You'd think, how are we going to scam people? Gaming computers, couple of grand, drones maybe, stuff like that. But no, it's beds. They're selling beds, and they go, "You must transfer the money before we deliver."
Oh,
It's
hell
like-
no.
It's like, I don't think so. But there's hundreds of them. And they're all like Facebook accounts with like one friend.
The only thing it's the only time I
Facebook could catch on, wouldn't you?
the only things I buy off Facebook Marketplace or sell is if it's local.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't mess with it.
No, we only deal with local. I normally go. The max I've done is 10 kilometers, but
That doesn't surprise me, Don.
Marketplace here is just an advert for OnlyFans. And Dominic's the one putting them all up.
That doesn't surprise me.
In
But like
America, do you have to pay to sell on the marketplace?
No, because I've put items on there and somebody came and picked them up locally and paid for cash and they never asked for a fee, so I don't know. To be
No,
honest with you.
yours is the same as ours then. But we have we've got the marketplace, which is Facebook. We've got Gumtree, which is it's now owned by eBay. So eBay are discouraging you from selling on there. And then we've got Pre-Loved and what's the other one?
What about
Spot.
Craigslist? You guys got Craigslist?
No, we don't have Craigslist.
I've never used Craigslist, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever used it because it started off as a place to where you would go to find like plumbers and contractors and stuff like that. And then it turned into kind of like eBay sort of.
Yeah,
Kinda
it's a local thing, you know. I mean, they're everywhere, but I mean, if you're gonna buy something or sell something, it's gonna be local. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
not gonna, you know.
Yeah, I
I
won't
mean,
ship
it's
something.
useful if you wanna say you live in one area and you can drive 100 miles to get something, and you can look at their Craigslist 100 miles away.
There was actually a video I watched the other week about something on Craigslist. Somebody in America had gone to a house and they paid it for a unit. And the woman said, "You do understand that once you take the unit, that's it. The deal's done." And said, "Because I've had people bring it back." The
Yeah.
guy was like, "Yep, here's the money. Thanks for the unit." And he picks it up and he walks off. And as he's going down the drive, the whole thing just falls apart. He's just left with the top of it. And he just literally snapped the top piece. He's just smashing it up.
Yeah, it's a risk thing, okay? And a lot of times I've bought stuff like where, you know, the guy will want to, you know, the seller will want to meet you so that they don't want people coming to their house and stuff. And it's like I said, everything.
Yeah,
is
we always
risk.
meet in the for Facebook. It's either in the coffee shop or at the door.
Yeah,
You know-
something like that.
You know, what's funny is when I sold my Air 2, the guy came and met me at my house and we were both standing out front by his car. And I could tell when he pulled up, it was a nice car. Dude wasn't, you know, I
Yeah.
could just tell by his character, he wasn't a bad dude. And we started talking for about 10, 15 minutes. Well, we're both standing there and we're like, oh, and I was like, well, I guess I don't need this. We both pulled our guns out from behind our back and set them on the hood of his car. He had his on him and I had mine on my back.
Yeah,
And I was just like,
But we don't have that problem over
I
here.
told him, I said, don't freak out, but I just, you know, this is what I have. And I pulled it out and he goes, oh, I got mine too.
yeah, it's like anything else. It's sort of like a risk type thing, you know. So
A few years ago, we sold iPhone 7 on Facebook. The guy came and he looked at it, and I knew there was something about him because he was looking at it for about an hour, testing it with SIM cards. It's like, do you want the phone or don't you? Because I've got other people waiting. Eventually, he gave me the money and, you know, took it. And then he kept asking me how to do different things. I was like, mate, you bought yourself an iPhone. There's lots of videos online. That's it. You know, my deal with you is done. Yeah. If you need anything, look on Facebook. If it doesn't work, I'm giving you a 14-day return policy. Anyway, 2 years later, he messaged me on Facebook saying, the phone doesn't work anymore. I was like, well, that's your problem, Mo. And he kicked off. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to send these people around and sort you out." I was like, "You've had the phone for 2 years now." Anyway, I thought, you know what? I said, "I'll give you half the money back. Bring the phone back. I'll give you half the money back." Anyway, he turned up at the door with an old Huawei phone, a really small one. I was like, "That ain't the phone I sold you." He said, "Yeah, no, I dropped the iPhone on the way here and broke it, so I got you this one instead." I was like, "Fucking do one."
Yeah, Dom, Radio Shack's been gone for a while now. It's been at least what,
Yeah,
maybe
I
5 or
miss,
7 years since the last one was open.
I think your Radio Shack was our Maplin's.
yeah, I miss Radio Shack big time. Okay.
Yeah, you used to sell all sorts of little computer parts. Just
Yeah, and
Everything.
anything electronic.
yeah,
You
you used to
know,
go in there and design you a circuit board.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough that, and I crossed my fingers that this is not going to happen, but I actually have a Radio Shack sort of store 6 blocks away from me. Okay, and it's a local electronics store. Okay, and somehow they've survived. Okay, you know what I mean? I can buy wire and connectors and solder and all the stuff I need for, electronic
Well, we do
hobbies.
the basics like solder and stuff like that, but you
Yeah.
couldn't go in there now and go, I want a hard drive, or I want a motherboard, or
Yeah,
you can't do that anymore. Everything has to be online or stuff.
well, I don't know. We have a store called Micro Center. Do you have that down there, Justin? Micro Center?
No, but I've heard they're really good, but they're
Oh
far
man,
and few in
you know
between.
it's not close. Okay,
There's one
only-
near JD in
Yeah.
Kansas.
It's not close to me, but I mean, it's 20 miles away. Okay. But I'm telling you, it is, I'm glad it isn't a block away because it's incredible. You can go in there and you can buy anything for a decent price.
We had a company that was called PC World. It got took over by Curry's, and for a long time it was Curry's PC World. They used to be able to go in there and buy any computer part you
Yeah.
want. And then suddenly you've done away with all that now. You go in there and you go, "Oh, we can get it in store for you. It's going to take 3 weeks." "No, I want it fucking now. But we can sell
Yeah.
you this computer that's already got that part in there. I don't want the whole computer. I want the fucking graphics card." So
I went there to this Micro Center place I was telling you about last Christmas kind of air, right in the just before Christmas. And you would not believe, and this was, throw COVID into the scene here.
yeah.
And it was I never seen anything like it. Okay, there was lines out the door, around the corner. I mean, you would had to wait 2 hours to get into the store. Okay, and I went. I guess I wasted a 20-mile trip. So
That's the thing too, is like, we had 2 pretty good sized electronic stores here for years too, which was Circuit City and Best Buy.
yeah,
Circuit City went under.
yeah.
And Best Buy is not too far behind them now.
Yeah, we have Best Buy, but
They're getting, you can tell their shelves are very slim,
yeah,
and they cost more than most of the, going on Amazon and buying the same shit. Some of their stuff's more expensive.
it's funny you said that, Justin. I just bought a computer from Best Buy, but here's the funny thing. I went down to look at it
Mhm.
and they didn't have it at the store. And the only way I could buy it, okay, was online. Okay.
Right.
You have Aldi over there
No.
and Lidl.
Yeah, I think so.
What
yeah.
is it?
Aldi.
Aldi. That's like a supermarket.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
German.
Aldi's. Yeah, we
Yeah,
call it
and they've got
Aldi's.
the centre aisle bit. Now, before COVID, you used to get quite a bit of good stuff in there. However, I started to realise actually it was just rebranded eBay crap. But recently, all they've got in there is tap, drills. It's like, where's the battery? You got to buy the battery separate. Do you have any batteries in stock? Oh no, you've got to wait for that to come on the centre aisle in a couple of months' time. I don't want the fucking drill then. It's just stupid. They've just gone.
Well, that's
weird.
supply and demand problems and stuff, So
So what were you saying about the computer, Garth?
Well, the computer, I ended up buying the computer. I ended up buying it at the store and it got delivered to my house for free in 2 days. You know what I mean? And so I was good with that. Okay. It was just a laptop. Okay. And, but it was unusual that, oh, well, you know, yeah, we have that, but we don't have it at the store. You know what I mean? So I couldn't really look at it. And that's what what I wanted to do was look at it. Okay.
Right.
And, but it turned out to be a really great deal. And,
Dominic,
yeah.
if you think this Audi center aisle is a disgrace, you want to see the veg aisle over here.
Now, I went to Best Buy not too long ago, and I'll tell you what, it was sad looking in there. Half their shelves were empty. They didn't have nothing in stock. And
Same as Aldi, most of the supermarkets like that are over here. And what they started doing, and this pissed me right off once, yeah, they put cardboard cutouts of a printout of a shelf looking full, and then they put it in so it looks like the stock's there. And I wasn't thinking, and I went to get cornflakes and I punched it and I put my hand right through it. I was like, the fuck? Nothing there.
yeah, some of our local supermarkets were like that a year ago in COVID. It's gotten way, way better, but nowadays, you know, so, but I mean, I would go to the local supermarket and look for frozen peas, okay? And they didn't have any frozen peas, you know, or they didn't have any frozen vegetables at all, you know what I mean? Where in normal.
It's still like that over here now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Some days you go in there, shit those. Next day you go in there, nothing.
Yeah, they get sold up. Yeah, I've noticed that too.
But I think a lot of the supermarkets are doing that on purpose because now people are going in and they shop around. So suddenly they'll go, well, if we move the peas out of the freezer and put them out of the back, when people are coming and doing the thing, they go, oh, Sainsbury's have got peas, and the people go in there and they go, oh, Sainsbury's haven't got peas. People panic then when they see them in, and they'll panic buy and buy more than they need. I think that's what they're doing.
well, see,
Yeah,
another-
you know, it's I don't know about you guys, but it's gotten much, much better in my area. But I live in a pretty large metropolitan area, so
oh, it hasn't been bad down here except for just during the hurricane, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's been fine down here.
Yeah.
But-
We had a Russian retailer try over here, and they were doing really, really well, but everything was on pallets, and you just didn't know what they were going to have in. Some days you go in there, they have massive tins of beans. Next time you go in, it's just the little tins. You just had to try your luck, and they were doing really, really well. And then, you know, Putin invaded Ukraine, and the
yeah.
shop was getting attacked, so they closed them all down.
See, the big problem with Radio Shack over here is I think if they would have stayed in the original business they were in, they probably would still be around because they were the only one really in that market.
Yeah, I
Stuff.
agree. I mean,
But they decided to go to fucking cell phones, like, and then they got bought out by Sprint, and then they just destroyed Radio Shack.
yeah, I just you know, I just think that.
Do you reckon that's why Big Bang Theory ended? Because Sheldon couldn't go to Radio Shack.
You know, I don't know if you know you noticed this at all, Justin, but I noticed that, you know, and I have heard about this, that, you know, you know, for the longest time, all these local hardware stores or chain hardware stores were kind of going by the wayside, you know. And then all of a sudden, a couple of years back, okay, they started to do better, you know what I mean? And I think what it was people just got sort of tired of, you know, having to go to big box type hardware places to get everything, you know what I mean? Where you couldn't, you know, couldn't go to, you know, someplace 6 blocks away to get a screw, you know what I mean? And so the local hardware stores have kind of made a comeback. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of little stores like that, not just hardware stores, the little butchers and stuff.
Yeah.
No, they all went down, you know, disappeared because the supermarkets were all offering, you know, all the stuff.
Yeah.
But now, you know, supermarkets have gone, well, there's no competition now. We don't need to sell that. And then obviously, as they stopped selling it, stuff started coming, these little shops got cottoned on. One of the biggest problems we've got over here used to be charity shops. Every high street used to have 4 or 5 charity shops. Now it's mobile phone repair shops, and they're like little pawnbrokers. People go in there and selling stuff, and they're just selling so much crap, and it's dodgy stuff off eBay and stuff what they bought in bulk.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's like that over here. If you see a lot of the phone repair places, they're like, there's one actually over not too far from my house. They do phone repair, phone sales. They're a Metro PCS dealer,
Yeah,
but they
Yeah.
also do your taxes. They buy gold.
yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
do like 10 different businesses in
Well,
one.
And you can get oranges and apples there too, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, we've got that over here. It's like not orange and apples, but they do like they're selling vaping and mobile phones and repairs and headphones and batteries and laptops and computers. And a lot of these stores, you think to yourself, they just appear out of nowhere. And you think, well, where did they get all the stock from? Yeah, you can't just open a store like that and have stock. And these stores they're just appearing up. It's like nearly probably 1 in 5 stores are like that now.
Well, it's like when you go to like what they call flea markets over here,
Mhm.
right? You'll see items in there that they're selling for half the price of what Walmart sells them for.
Yeah.
Now, where do you think those items came from? They came from people shoplifting them. And then they're taking them to the flea markets, and the guys at the flea markets are selling them for pure profit, because there's no way some little jackass at a flea market can sell an item for half the price Walmart
I'll give
can.
you a laugh. Where we used to live in North Wales, I don't want to mention the market, but there's a famous market over there. And they say if you've had something stolen in Liverpool,
It's
go
there.
to the market at 6 o'clock on the Sunday and you can get it back for a
Yeah.
fee.
Well, that's it, and it's like that, and you know what I'm saying? Like there was actually a little phone repair place here that got busted by the sheriff's department about a year ago, and they were selling unlocked Amazon Fire Sticks, and the
Yeah.
sheriff busted them for it and confiscated like 2,000 of them or some shit. Like that's why I said the sheriff's department here, they go after every fucking thing.
You've actually just busted a what do they call it? An ammunition. They call it an ammunition factory, but it's a warehouse full of 3D printers, and they were printing guns
Oh, it
for the
doesn't
black
surprise me.
market. But the funny thing was, when I heard it, I was like, it said they've got 35 different printers, 3D printers going. And first thing I thought came to my head was, where's Rob?
Well, who are the which 5 countries create the largest amount of arms in the world? The UK's on there because they're one of the 5 members of the Permanent Council of the UN.
Yeah.
All 5 of those seats are all 5 of the biggest arms dealers in the world that create the most arms. Like you'd be surprised, the UK actually creates a lot of shit. You guys
Yeah.
just don't see it publicly, but it goes out to other countries, for
Yeah.
proxy wars and different things like that.
I mean, that's the thing over here. It used to be factories and jobs everywhere.
I gotta sign off, you guys. Take care.
All right, guys.
Catch you later, Gareth.
Have a good night.
Yeah. So over here we used to have factories everywhere, and you could make clothes, make your clothes and everything. Now it's all been shipped out to China, and all the factories have just been turned into import offices, and it's ridiculous. You can't actually get a job. I mean, I get what the government, companies say about me not working because, if I have a seizure whilst at work, I put other people in danger. Yeah, but most of the time I can work. Why can't I? have a job and stuff. It's just Dominic,
up,
join the
Sam?
panel. Links at the top.
I am about to jump off myself here in a second. I got
No.
couple
Sorry,
things I need to
Dominic.
get
Justin doesn't want you.
But
Yeah, so well, I think we've put the worlds to rights.
all right. Well,
I was telling Laura about your gaming video you showed us last night.
oh yeah, the guy with the
Yeah, she was
extended
pissing
car
her sides
warranty.
laughing.
Oh yeah, I told that dude I was like, fuck off. He just shot me in the head. He's like, tell me to fuck off.
You could do all sorts of role playing videos on that.
Oh wait, there's Paul. What's up,
Hey,
Paul?
Paul. She was pissing her sides laughing.
You got YouTube in the background.
Yeah, I know. I gotta mute it.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I was
There
just
you
about. Oh, it
Yeah.
does give me the option to end it.
Yeah, we was just about to jump off.
Yeah, I was gonna check on you guys.
Yeah. Well, you still got 13 people watching.
Garth just jumped off, and I was.
Yeah,
Gonna go
Garth
do-
just left.
I was gonna go do a couple things. So
Yeah, well, I was gonna say I was going to bed. I just realised my bed's full of bloody clothes that I've got to pack. Oh bollocks!
Well, Justin, you can just hand it back to me and I can close it, or you can close it, whatever you
well,
want
I
to
mean,
do.
you can. Here, I'll just hand it back to you, and then you can say your goodbyes like you always do, and all that good stuff. There you go. All right, guys. I will see everybody later. Everybody have a good night.
Catch you later, Justin.
Later.
Hey, Justin, take care. David, well, thanks for standing in there. I was getting a little bit tired, a little bit hungry, a little bit had to go to the little boys' room.
Yeah. Well, we had a good debate about different shops closing down and stuff.
All of the above. Yes. Well, that's good. Well, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. AZ.
Dominic.
Dominic didn't join you. I thought maybe he would.
Yeah.
Dominic
Well,
said,
I
"Good night."
invited Dominic, but Justin said he was going, so.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. Thank you, David. Thank you, everybody else. Have a great evening, and we'll see all of you again next time.
Catch you later, guys.
Bye.